Oh crap.
What do you... Can I help you?
No.
What are you doing here?
I'm really sorry. I was going to Ding Dong ditch you guys. I'm super sorry.
Does your dad know you're out here doing this? I will call him right now.
Yeah, he does know.
I doubt that.
What's the hold up?
I've been caught!
Is that your dad?
Yeah.
He goes ding dong ditching with you?
Yeah, he says it's a core childhood memory and he wants to be a part of it.
Run!
Okay. Gotta go!
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh.
I said a thing earlier on the show. I was just wondering how many people are willing to get up in spite of everything else that's going on. Like, God's honest truth, like, life throws stuff your way. It's been throwing stuff my way, but the reality is you just gotta get up and just keep moving. And, you know, it just is what it is. If I'm being honest, my problem is that I've not gotten up. I sat down, I overworked myself, overdid it, burnt myself out. But now I find myself at a place where I have to get back up and make stuff work, make stuff move. So if y'all do it, I promise I'll do it too. It's just a matter of holding each other accountable, holding each other holding each other by the hand so that we can all do better, be better, get better, grow better, and just be everything that God made us to be. I'm in it. Are you? Coffee time.
I'm about to go rilla. Yeah. It's kind of beastie. IG. IG. Yeah. IG. Let me talk to him real quick. Okay, I'm from the K, that's in the middle of the map, fella. Certified bread state, vicious with them slaps, fella. Jokers pop the same noise, I'm on something different. They tryna work a hustle, but I treat this like a mission. Burning booze swiftly. You got 16s, well good for you. Got 32s with me. You got a circle, whoop-de-doo. I got a crew with me. A unit full of gorillas, it's the new 50. It's not a thing you can do with me, but fall back while I'm counting my load of blessings. Don't need insurance women to tell me the flow's progressive. I know it's so depressing, cause you love it if I lose it. But I know when all these dubs are piling up, it's kinda bruising to your precious little ego. I ain't playing around, the opposite of the ground that is mine like a seagull.
Hold up, wait.
The sky's what I mean though, invisible for now, but in a minute you gon' see that.
King Kong had a microphone, bouncing to a metronome. Probably sound something like this, like this. We've been grinding for the years, well respected months of peers, but we still can't get no love around here. What we do? Go Rilla, 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 go Rilla.
A gorilla, that gorilla than the rest. The snare is saying get it, I can feel it in my chest. The kick telling me Sickle, turn these doubters into victims. Actions speak louder than rumors, I just laugh at all that mess. First they love you, then they hate you. Me no worry, me no envy. I got G.O.D. beside me, so I'm in my Z-O-N-E. Gotta let these busters know that every time he bust a flow, it's guaranteed to knock him on the Maximus like Russell Crowe. Yo, the iron's hot and I'm feeling crispy. Guess it's time to pop sample crackle. Spitting truth to these congregations. Now the yelling church tabernacle, amen. Pay no mind to what they saying. This ain't up for no debating. Brought heat from the underground, time to give the mainstream the thunder sound. Oh, okay, see, I ball and then repeat it. Shorties label me official, cause I call it like I see it. The DJ can't hear replay, but the rule is still the same. That boy Holla still a Christian, but he known to let it bang.
If King Kong had a microphone, bouncing to a metronome, probably sound something like this, like this. We've been grinding for the years, well respected months of peers, but we still can't get no love around here. What we do? Go Rilla, 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 go Rilla. If King Kong had a microphone, bouncing to a metronome, probably sound something like this, like this. We've been grinding for the years, well respected months of peers, but we still can't get no love around here. What we do? Go Rilla, 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 go Rilla,
Blessings falling down on me. It keeps bringing me joy. Each new blessing I receive, it keeps bringing me joy.
Yeah, okay. Blessing to coming in front of me. Coming in front. I'm in the cup with the bag on me. How you feel? Like I got my piece in this heavenly? Yes. We not the same. Keeping the fake up under me. You know. Yeah. I gotta go. I'm in the lead. Yeah. No checking the scope. Plain to see. Plain to see. You reap what you sow. You cannot face me. I gotta say this life is amazing. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time he say my life. Coming with that talk. Please don't kill my vibe. Shorty got that walk. She know what I like. Yeah. With the gang and it's so shy, yeah. Okay, I'm in the still, I I got the truth. Look at the pedigree. Okay. I never lose when I'm on the move. I'm leaning on the G. Okay. Dipped in the water, only the Father coming in clutch for me. Coming in clutch, coming in clutch, coming in. Yeah.
Blessings falling down on me. It keeps bringing me joy. Each blessing I receive. It keeps bringing me joy.
Look, you bring me joy. Yeah, you problems I avoid. Why would I give up my core? Belief in you gon' change my world. Make me feel like I'm the world. You gon' maybe I'm not sure. Just make me your little vessel. I won't wrestle with you, Lord. I got all these blessings raining. I'm gon' need a new umbrella. We don't do that stressing, baby. Faith gon' work in any weather. Yes. Once I gave him all of me, I just hit the Hall of Fame. We take Jesus over shame. Got no limits, but he not damn. They say no, I'm still the same. Yeah, I got a lot to prove. Fill my life with room. Here I got that tune. Yes, I couldn't help it, my confession. Tell him I'm about to bloom. He wrote me up from the womb. Blessings coming soon.
Blessings falling down on me. It keeps bringing me joy. Each new blessing I receive. It keeps bringing me joy. All my life, you've been faithful, and I'm grateful, yeah.
Yo. Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Hope everybody's doing all right. Let's get it. Good morning, everybody. What's up? Hope everybody is doing all right today. Thursday, August the 21st, and you're locked in with Zeke live in the morning. And this is a great way to start your day. Great way to start your day. I say it every day because it's been true every day. It ain't stopped being true, so I ain't stopped saying it. So thank y'all for being locked in. I'm your host, Zeke, and I'm glad that you've chosen to spend your morning with me. Maybe you're on your morning drive. I don't know. Maybe you're on your morning drive. Maybe you're taking a shower right now. Maybe you're getting dressed. Maybe you're just sitting down with a cup of coffee and watching it. I know I got my coffee. I'm glad you're here. Either way it goes. Good morning to you. I'm glad that y'all are here, and I'm excited about today because today we just get the chance to talk about something that hits my household pretty hardcore. It's Sickle Cell Awareness Day. I've dubbed it Sickle Cell Awareness Day. Now I think there's a whole Sickle Cell Awareness month, like the month of September, I think might be. But today over on Zeke Live in the morning, we're dubbing today Sickle Cell Awareness Day. And I've got my wife coming on with me. Mrs. Locke is going to be here. So y'all make sure that you share this with somebody if you get a chance. If you got any questions or anything about sickle cell and, the impact that it has or anything else like that, a lot of people don't even know what it is. A lot of people don't even know, they have no idea what it even is or what it entails, or the impact that it has. And it impacts, obviously, Black communities, So today is a good day to learn a little bit about that. Today is a good day to learn a little bit about sickle cell, learn a little bit about that, and just to see my wife and just chop it up with my wife. I'm excited anytime she's on with me because now I get to blast my tambourine right in her ear today. And, of course, I've got my cymbal, my broken cymbal with my stick. So, except it's not on a thing today, so I gotta. There you go. Uh-oh. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. There it is. So anyways, I got my wife with me today. She's going to be on a little bit later on, but we'll talk about that. So share it with somebody. Let somebody know. It is Sickle Cell Awareness Day over at Zeke Live in the morning. Let's do a couple few things real quick. Just a couple few things. Y'all know we just be coming up with words in the black community. Come up with a couple few things. Let's get a couple few things. If you are not already doing so, y'all know what y'all can do. Y'all can go ahead and subscribe. There it is right there over on the YouTube side right there. You can subscribe or you can follow us on Facebook. And please, if you're following us, go ahead and share and tag and do all that kind of stuff like that. Yes. If you're on the YouTube, on the YouTube side, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, because when we come in and we do our morning affirmations and morning shout outs, that's how you end up with the first comment of the day. And we got a few people who be like on a streak, boy. They be on a streak. So you got to, you gotta get in there quick with them. You gotta. So yes, follow us on YouTube. I always said that's the better listening experience, and I ain't gonna say I'm biased to it. I just got my preference. When I go back and listen to it, Facebook is one thing, but YouTube means I can put it on the TV screen and I can go about my day and doing other things. So anyways, all of that stuff is there for you. Let me do a couple of announcements just real quick. I'll do a couple of quick announcements. Next Sunday, you can check us out. We'll be at 114th and Vincennes on the 31st I was going to say the 31st of July. What is this? August. 31st of August. Yes, 30 is right in my face. Sunday, August 31st, and I'm still about to say July. What is that about? 31st of I'm still about to say it. 31st of August. Y'all know what's coming up next Sunday. Y'all know what it is. Next Sunday at 12 o'clock, 114th and Vincennes, APC Morgan Park. Come on out. We'll have a live DJ. DJ Miles Franklin will be on the ones and the twos. Pop, 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 pop. He'll be out there. We'll have some house music playing and some other good stuff, and you can get your dance on. You can meet some people, fellowship with the community, play some games, all that good stuff. We'll have some hot dogs, hamburgers, that kind of stuff. So come on out. That's going to be a good time. We definitely want you to be there. Don't want you to miss that. And then let me just give a little bit of announcements of this right here. Also at the same location, we host support groups every fourth Thursday. It's called the Caretakers and Strong Friends support group. It's for anyone who is a caregiver, anyone who is a caretaker, anyone who is just that friend that everybody kind of looks at and always has, they always got something to say. And when I say something to say, they got issues and problems and all that, and they always pouring it on you. Don't nobody really understand what that's like. So this support group is for you. This is for us to be able to get together and just woo-side, share some moments. So that's what that is. So that's next Thursday. That's the 28th. So that's at 12 noon. We'll have a little bit of lunch. If you can, go ahead and do the QR code. If you want to come out to that, absolutely free, obviously, but we have some lunch. So the QR code just helps us know how much lunch to actually get. We got way too much last time. So so I ain't going to spend that much this time. I don't know. I ain't going to spend that much this time. And then on that same day, on Thursday, that evening, we have what we call Healing Voices. That's on Thursday, the 28th coming up. And that starts at 7 p.m. And that's a good time, man. That's a good vibe. This is going to be Build Thursday. So, we'll use some of those singing principles and all that stuff. And I think I'm going to pull the recorder out again. And we'll do that. I actually got to finish the track off and send it to the people who came to Healing Voices last week, because we made a track and people wrote verses to it and all that. And everybody actually performed their verse. So their thoughts. And so that was a good time. So I want to invite you guys to that stuff. All of that is happening at the same location. All three of those things, 114th and Vincennes, APC, Morgan Park. And then, I'll just say it this way too. You can come check me out on a Sunday morning. Every Sunday morning, I'm over there at 12:30 p.m. 12:30 p.m. I was going to say 12:30 a.m. 12:30 in the afternoon, 12:30 p.m. Don't come at 12:30 a.m. Unless you just want to be there by yourself, praying in the Holy Ghost outside the church, because ain't nobody going to be inside to let you in. But, yeah, you can always come check me out there. at same location, 114th and Vincennes, APC Morgan Park. That's home for me. So y'all come on and check it out. Yeah, all right, man. Today, Sickle Cell Awareness Day. It's a good day. It's a good day to be aware. It's a good day to be aware. Like I said, my wife is gonna come on in a little bit here. But man, I don't even know. Do you guys even know what sickle cell is? A lot of people don't even know what sickle cell is. Honest to God, a lot of people don't even know what sickle cell is. They don't know, or if they know what it is, they either don't know anybody with it or don't know that somebody has it. And so today is a good day that, you know, if you ever come across it, you'll at least know and be a little bit more informed, and you'll know how to support people. You'll know how to support others and all that. And that's what I wanted to do today. And maybe help y'all understand a little bit of what goes on in our household. So when I look like I be on 10, or when it look like I'm not sometimes having to show up to stuff because I'm having to cancel it to get to the, you know, we'll talk about all of that. We'll talk about what all that looks like. We'll talk about the hardships of it, but we'll also talk about some of the beauties and the joys that we found in the midst of it. We'll talk about all of that stuff today. So like I said, if you have questions or anything, feel free to ask any question. No question is off limits unless you ask it and it's so wild that we look at it and we be like, yo, that is off limits. That is out of line. And we reserve the right to say that. So there is that. Cool. If you haven't done so already, also do this for me. Say good morning. Go ahead and say good morning. And we've got a couple traditions that we do over here at Zeke Live in the morning now. We do a thing where we name the days. So I called it Sickle Cell Awareness Day. That doesn't really fit in the theme. That just fits in the theme of the conversation. But when I say we name the days, you know, we find the letter that starts the day. So like today is Thursday, so the letter T or TH. And, we started like, you might find thinking about it Thursday, talk about it Thursday, thankful Thursday, all that kind of stuff. So name the day. That's our affirmation. That's what we call an affirmation, and that helps us support one another. And if nothing else, just say good morning, because all of our Lockstar family, we are a family. I've accepted that we're family. I'll accept you into my family, as long as you'll accept me into yours, and we can link up, do this thing together. But yeah. So go ahead and do that. That's the thing we've been doing over here at Zeke Live in the morning. That's the tradition we've been holding on to, and I love that tradition. That is absolutely phenomenal. Morning affirmations that name the day, all of that help us get our day started. And I don't know about y'all, but we really need to speak good stuff over ourselves in the morning time. It's important that we do that. I had to run this morning. I woke up this morning. Well, last night I knew this. So I woke up this morning. I had to go pick up my other microphone. I left out of the church last night about 9:30 and didn't have a microphone. The second microphone. Knowing my wife was coming home, walked out, just straight up forgot it. Had to run to the church. Had to rush. I had to wake up this morning. I was driving like a bat out of hell. And if anybody's ever been in the car with me when I'm in a rush, you already know what that's like. I told my wife when I walked back in the door, because I walked in just in the nick of time, like with that microphone. And I said, you probably wouldn't have fared very well in the car with me today. You probably would have had a crisis. And if you don't know what a crisis is, it's Sickle Cell Awareness Day. You'll learn what a crisis is today. I said, you'll probably have a crisis. You would have had a crisis with me today, because I was cutting. Everybody got this work today. Listen, y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. A couple words, a couple slips, a couple of them, a few of them, a couple plus a few plus a couple few words might have slipped. I might have. So every driver who is just trying to make their way in the sun, because the sun is bright out here in Chicago. It is bright. Like, my eyes are still worn out from it. Everybody was trying to be careful, and here I am, my little Toyota Camry. Get out the way! Some girl, I went to turn the corner, and I hope that she's all right. I went to turn the corner, pulling up to the church, and some girl was stuck right off the expressway where the turn was before a metro train was coming, and she wouldn't go, and I'm honking. I'm laying on the horn, yelling out the window, go! What are you doing? What? And I can't back up or nothing. I had to roll up on the curb. Listen, I'm telling y'all, my wife would have had a full-on crisis. if she would have been in the car with me this morning. It was wild, like a bat out of hell. I was full on reminding myself of my grandfather this morning. I was like I told y'all about my grandfather. My grandfather, he used to get from Kankakee to Chicago, and that's a 65-mile drive. Let's put it this way. From city limit to city limit is 65 miles. My grandfather would get much further north towards downtown and then west to the west side, near west side, over by UIC. So he would get from his house in Kankakee to his church in Chicago in 45 minutes. I'm talking like crazy driving. I had to get the spirit of my grandfather on me this morning. I had to have that going on this morning because my goodness, it was a rush situation. It was rushed, but I wanted to make sure that I had the microphone for my wife so that she'd be able to talk about this subject matter because it's a good subject matter that I want my Lockstar family to understand and to know about so that y'all can just know. Like I said, y'all can know about it. People are curious, people have questions, and a lot of people just don't know. I didn't know anything about sickle cell other than that black people get it and not too many white folks got it. That's all I knew from my days in school. That's what we learned in school. Like, so when I met her, then I had to learn real quick a whole lot of lessons about it, so I can advocate for her, so I can understand what's going on, so I can make adjustments in my life, all that kind of stuff. So it's a good subject matter. But anyways, as I was out there driving this morning, I just realized, maybe you should have grace for people on the road. Maybe you should have some grace. I didn't have no grace for people on the road today. I ain't had no grace. But, in the same light of the fact that I was in a rush, maybe there's other people who are in a rush who might have situations going on trying to do stuff, because so here's the thing. If you're not from Chicago, and this might not, if you're from a safe neighborhood, a safe city where the road, and when I say safe, I mean driving safe, maybe you're not used to traffic and maybe you're not used to people with road rage or who drive like maniacs. Maybe you're not used to that in your life, but in Chicago, let me put it this way. I was driving like a bat out of hell, and there was a lot of other people who were doing the same thing. People all up on the shoulders of the road, people all up, and I was right there with them. And we honking and doing all that. Like, yeah, so Chicago was Chicagoing today, but we made it. So there it goes. If you're not from Chicago, it dawned on me. I saw somebody with a post, maybe this might have been like about 3 weeks ago, so let's call it a month. A girl put a post up. She said, for all y'all that's coming to visit Chicago, let me let y'all know a few rules. Number one, you got 3 seconds to make not your exit, but to get over in the lane. You don't do all that hesitation, all of that slowing down. Don't be hitting on your brakes. Don't be doing this. You got it like this. The expressway, when you get on the expressway, I know the speed limit says 55 and in some places 45, but if you ain't doing 65, 70 miles an hour, that's the real speed limit. If you ain't doing that, get out the way. What are you doing? And Chicago proved that to be true yet again on today. I mean, literally, there was a state trooper right next to me. Literally, a state trooper right next to me, and this girl in a Ford, what's the little Ford truck? What's the little one? Escape. Little girl in a Ford Escape, like, got up on the shoulder, and I'm talking like took off. The state trooper just looked at her like, and did like that. And I was like, you ain't gonna go get her. Like, I go 5 miles over the speed limit and you'll pull me over, but this chick just goes up the. So I don't know. When it's rush hour, you better know how to rush hour traffic, and you better know how to drive in rush hour. So if you planning on visiting Chicago, I'm just giving you a heads up. If you're gonna drive during rush hour, you better know what you're doing. You better know that you know what you're doing, because ain't nobody got time for that. Like, so have a little grace for people on the road today. Like I said, if you like me, you might just be in a rush, and so you might just get out of people's way. Long story short, when Zeke is on the road, get out the way because we got to get there. So Anyways, let's do this. We're going to take a music break in a moment here. But like I said, if you haven't said good morning already, please say good morning. Give us a little bit of an affirmation, a morning affirmation. Let us know how we can encourage you and encourage us. You know, it's a two-way street. We'll encourage each other with the morning affirmations. Say good morning. Let us know you're here. And I want to just, I want to stress it again. Go ahead and share this with somebody. Go ahead and tag this. Share it, do all that if you don't mind. If you don't mind, I'm just asking you. I'm putting a gentle request out there that you share this one because this is a subject matter that I think more of us need to know about. This is a subject matter that I wish more of our people really understood about. So, with that in mind, please go ahead and share it. And like I said, any questions you may have, I'll come back. We'll do our morning affirmations. After this music break, we'll do a one-song music break. We'll just do one song right here. And then when we come back, like I said, we'll do the morning shout-out / affirmations. We'll see what y'all named the day. Y'all been so creative with it. It's a really good tradition, and y'all have been so creative about it. And so I love that. So go ahead and do that. And then, if you're not following each other and seeing each other in the comments and all that, I like it when y'all engage back and forth with each other in the comments. It does my heart good because I can't really engage directly from here. I can leave a comment, but I can't engage directly. But sometimes the conversation just be going so good in the comments. And I love to see the Lockstar family talking to each other, supporting one another. Man, listen, by the time it's all said and done, we're going to be encouraged. We're going to be great. And it's going to be amazing. So let's take a quick music break right here. I think I need to hear this one after all my road rage. Let's get this in right here. Miss Frida with Higher, because I need to go a little bit higher. Y'all know this is written by our guy, Jay Aura. So y'all go ahead and get you some coffee, and we'll be right back in a moment here. Get your jam on. I'm about to get my jam on. Hey. Oh, yeah. We'll be right back. Zeke live in the morning, baby. Love to see you. Thank you. Welcome here. Hey. Y'all know it. Y'all feeling higher? In the church world, they would say higher. Back in the 2000, remember this? 2000. Remember that? Push it up. Remember that? Push it up. Remember that? Yeah, baby. Yeah, we're going higher, man. We're going higher today. And I don't know where you're feeling. I don't know how you're feeling. I don't know if you're feeling low. I don't know if you're feeling a lull. But you can feel higher. Go ahead. Hey. Hey. Yep. We going higher, baby. We're going higher. It's a good day to feel higher. It's a good day to get higher. It's a good day to elevate. It's a good day to elevate. The other day we did a celebrate the elevate. We did a celebration of elevation the other day. And so today is a good day to keep on elevating. We might have elevated the other day, but we're gonna elevate even more today. How that sound? I'm with that. I'm with the elevating. I'm with that. I'm with all of the elevations. That's how we need to do. We need to elevate. I don't know how you're feeling this morning. I don't know if you're feeling a little bit low, but go ahead and go ahead and just feel a little higher today. Let me get my trusty tambourine. Since it's Thursday, we'll do Tambourine Thursday. Let's get ready for my tambourine so that I can do these morning shout outs. Like I said, if you haven't said good morning, go ahead and do it. Let's see who's in here. We'll do a few of these shout outs right here. A few of these affirmations that I see in here already. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn the comments on the side. If you're not abreast of the show and how this goes, on the bottom right screen right here, if you're watching, if you're listening, obviously you can't see this, but if you're watching, on the bottom right corner, you'll see a little black box that's covering up that says live weekdays 7:30 to 10 a.m. You'll see that, and your comments will start showing up there. So if you ask any questions or anything, they'll be there. All right, let's get into it. Who's the first comment of the day today? Let's see who it is. I need like a drum roll sound effect, like I need one of them right there. Let's see who it is. It's DJ Red. The man is on the streak, y'all. The man is on the streak. Now he's been having issues on YouTube, not being able to leave a comment for some reason. But today, it worked. It worked. So there he is right there. There is our man's DJ Red, and you know what? He left the comment a little lower down. I'm gonna go ahead and read that one. He said, "Good morning, blessed people." And if you don't believe nothing else, at least believe you're blessed. But he also says, "It's Thankful Thursday." All right, y'all know when we get a name, I gotta ring my tambourine. I need my cymbal. I gotta get a cymbal stand so I can, But since my wife is coming, I'll save her I'll save her that. Anyways, he says it's Thankful Thursday. There it is. Let gratitude shift your perspective and strengthen your faith. Tune in to Zeke Live in the morning. Like, share, subscribe, and here's one of my favorite hashtags. You got this. Go ahead and lock in because you got this. And if you don't know nothing else, at least you can know that you got this. You're okay. All is well. You are all right. So you can at least know that. So there's a reason for my tambo. Yep. But you know what? I look like I deserve a tambourine today. Look, especially if I put these glasses on. Look like Ringo Starr. I look like Ringo Starr with a tambourine. A hippie from the 60s, right? So shout out to DJ Red. Thank you for your comment this morning, DJ Red. Y'all, Reverend Red, because he always has such a good sermon. You be thankful. Let gratitude shift your mind. All right, y'all, who's next? Second comment. Y'all know how I feel about the mamas of the show. And this is one of the mamas of the show. This is Eric's mama, Mrs. Johnny Rideout. There she is right there. She's saying, good, thoughtful Thursday morning. Everybody, I like to accentuate the everybody, but I see a new name for the day. Thoughtful Thursday. That's so cute. Yep. Thoughtful Thursday. There's another affirmation right there. It's Thoughtful Thursday, so go ahead and be thoughtful. Think about somebody else. Think about good things. Think about, oh Lord, think about the fact that when I was talking, I just started coughing. Think about that. I don't know. Think about not yelling so hard. Maybe I don't know. Think about not annoying my wife with my symbol. I got my symbol, but you know, I'll leave it over here. But thank you, Mama. There she is. Y'all know how I feel about the mamas of the show. That's Eric's mama. Eric's not with us this morning. Y'all know he's traveling. He was with us yesterday, and we had a good time. You know, we miss him when he's not here, but we thank God that he got a job that that pays the bills. You know, we got jobs around these parts. We got jobs up in here. So, you know, we gotta go to work. So Eric is traveling. Y'all keep him in prayer. But that's his mama right there. Y'all know how I feel about the mamas of the show. So hey, mama, what's up? And then speaking of mamas, look who it is. It's our mama, who we know affectionately as Mama. And oh man, this one just hurts my heart. It hurts my heart a little bit. I mean, I'm glad she's okay, but it hurts my heart a little bit. She says, "Good morning, family." Now, if you're not used to the show, then you're not used to seeing the blood drop with the heart sign that Mama created right here, which just means we are more than just the family that you're born to, but the family that you choose. And you've chosen to be with Zeke live in the morning, so you've chosen to be part of the Locke'd family, even if you're just visiting. You're just a distant cousin. That's all. You know, you can still get some potato salad. There's plenty left for you. Rich and Eric don't eat it. Pastor Jeremy Sanders don't eat it, so you can have their share of it. You know, Jeremy don't eat the macaroni, so you can have his macaroni. So you can come to the cookout. You part of the Locke'd family. There you go. But she says, peace and blessings to us all. And I see a reason for the tambourine, but I'm going to do the tambourine real light. I'm going to do a real light for this one. I'm doing it real light because she says it's time out Thursday for her. And this is why y'all see it right there. She says she thinks she's getting sick. So I ain't going to do it real loud on her. You know, we're going to keep it real gentle for her this morning. We're going to make it real gentle so it don't give her a headache. She said she thinks she's getting sick. She woke up feeling crappy this morning. So even now, we just pray that the Lord would be a healer and that she would find some time of rest, or as she says it, time out. Y'all know she's been traveling, she's been living her best life, and she's been hitting the set. Listen, mama be getting it. She be on the move. So y'all keep her in prayer. Y'all keep her lifted up this morning. Call her name out there. Just call out the name Share State. And if you ain't doing nothing else, go ahead and call that name out today to keep her in mind if she's not feeling well. And anybody else who's not feeling well today, you know, we got you in our thoughts and our prayers. That she'll feel better and that things will go better and there won't be nothing too terrible or anything like that. So we love you, Mama. We hope you do better and take some rest today. Please get some sweet rest. I can't give you no remedies because I'm the worst when it comes to sicknesses. Y'all know me. I told y'all I got sick Saturday night and I was sick and crappy on Sunday and I still got up and moved around. So I'm probably not the best person for advice when being sick. So I'll let the other mamas of the show keep you lifted, because I'd be like, just keep on moving, No, go ahead and take some time out, Mama, and feel better today. We got you in our thoughts and our prayers. And here's another mama of the show right here, Rhonda on the Rocks, one of our illustrious hosts. This is her mama. I call her Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen, and she is a blessed woman. We love her, absolutely love her. And she says, good morning, Locke'd family. Look at all those hearts right there. Look at them hearts. She loves us. We love her. She is one of our people. And here's the reason for my tambourine. She says, have a terrific Thursday. There it is. There's another affirmation right there. Terrific Thursday. It's terrific. And if nothing else, then just, hey, let it be terrific today. Yeah? Terrific Thursday. Thank you, Mama. There she is right there. Y'all go show her some love. Like I said, that's Rhonda on the Rocks' mama. And Rhonda on the Rocks is the host of the Rhonda on the Rocks podcast. And this is the woman who, I say made it all possible. I say that for our mamas. They made it all possible. My mama made it possible. Eric's mama made it possible, because without our mamas raising us and feeding us and clothing us and keeping us alive. I saw somebody, my friend Jason, his daughter, shout out to him. His daughter just turned 1 the other day. He says, I cannot believe that me and my wife kept a baby alive for a whole year. He kept a baby alive for a whole year. Yeah, so our mamas kept us alive, for all of our lives. You know, we done made it into our upper ages now, and our mamas kept us alive. You know, helped us get there. So y'all, Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen, we love you. Y'all show her some love. Let's see here. Who else we got in here? Look, it's my bro, Joshua Hunter, one of the best vocalists you will ever hear. Perfect pitch. He has perfect pitch. I used to just pull on him whenever he's around. I'd be like, Josh, what key is that? Or I'd be like, doing a warm up and I ain't got no keyboard around. Josh, give me an A flat. Josh, give me a C. Josh, give me a. Be throwing random keys at him. Give me a B, then a E, then a A flat, then a F. Like, just random stuff, and he'll do it. He knows how to do it. So shout out to Josh. Love you, brother. I need to see your face soon, man. I ain't seen your face in far too long. I need to see your face real soon. Yeah. You're gonna be one of my people that I owe a text message to this week. I've been on the move, y'all. I am on the move. When I say I'm on the move, I mean I'm on the move. I got a lot going on, a lot happening. So when October comes around, your boy is gonna take a couple weeks and be out of there, and just chill and reset, recalibrate. I'm gonna do like Mama Sharon said, take a time out. But Josh, I need to see your face soon. Let's see who else we got. We got Vicky. There she is, Miss Victoria. There she says, blessings on this thankful morning. It's a thankful Thursday. That's worth a tambourine. That's worth a tambourine. It's thankful Thursday. You got something to be thankful for. You got something to have some gratitude about. So thank you, Vicky. We love you, and she always gives us blessings. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I would say that Brony Cat and Marcus, started off the long comments and stuff like that. But Vicky always got on and wished blessings every day. So I thank her for that. Thank her for blessings. Yeah. Look who else we got. We got John Johnson in the room today. Good morning, John Johnson. Yo, yo, yo. That's his signature. Good morning right there. The yo, yo, yo. I'm noticing it, y'all know, because we're a Lock Stars family. We got our, we growing, but we know who we are at this point, and everybody got their signature ways of saying hello, which is so cool. So cool to me. John Johnson has the yo, yo, yo right there. I love that. So there he is. Y'all say what's up to John Johnson, and we heard a wonderful. If I can just, I'm still rejoicing over his testimony from Tuesday. We did a testimony Tuesday. Just this past Tuesday. And he said, he was talking about his numbers with A1C and the diabetes, the diabetes stuff, his blood sugar levels. And he said that stuff got turned around. It's been reversed. And so we still rejoicing on that. So there's an affirmation for you right there. Just the fact that he's here. He was in the ICU earlier this year. And so just the fact that he's here is a morning affirmation. Now you know the testimony. Now you know how to rejoice with him. So there he is, John Johnson. We love you, bro. Glad to see you on this morning. And then let me see who else we got next. We got Miss Jamaica Lachey in the room. Look at Miss Jamaica Lachey. She says, great morning, everyone. This is my little sister, y'all. She says, today is, I like this, Take It Up a Notch Thursday. Jamaica be having some names, boy. I swear, I kid you not. Jamaica be having some names for the day. Take It Up a Notch Thursday. I like that. Higher. We were just talking about that, wasn't we? Going up higher. She says, you are already amazing, but you can turn it up. Okay, y'all. This is an insider right here. Turn the faith up. This is an insider right here. Turn TF up. Remember, I love you. Jamaica always says she loves you. Here's an insider. I'll give y'all. We got time. I can give you this quick story. Years ago, when I was the director of LXW, we did a show some years ago. We did a show. It was at Mount Pisgah here in Chicago. It was a Hezekiah Walker thing. We were one of the featured choirs. And on that show, we were like just pumping ourselves up. And this is one of those shows where I knew like the set that we were going to do based on what the show was. I knew that the song we were going to do might not hit as well because it wasn't as churchy. And y'all, as y'all can clearly see, I'm not your typical guy. I'm far out, right? My mind is always far out. So, I was pumping the team up while we was on the side of the thing. And so inside of our group chat on Facebook. I think it was a messenger or it might have been Group Me, whatever it was. It was a group chat that the whole choir got. And so we in church and I told everybody, I said, turn TF up. And everybody looked at me like Zeke. Oh my God. I was like, the fire, turn the fire up. And then everybody got a kick out of it. So whenever we would go somewhere, you know, people would be like, turn TF up, turn TF up. And like, you know, and folks be looking at us like, what, they are wild, you know, because they thought we was cussing. But we knew what we meant. Turn the fire up. Like we had to pump ourselves up. And so Jamaica put another twist on it, turn the faith up. Turn the faith up, take it up a notch. You can go higher, have faith that you can do that. I love that as an affirmation. Thank you, Jamaica Lachey, for that. And then she also said something else. This is another insider right here. She said, I got my shoulders out because Styx going to be with us today. She said, I got my shoulders out because Styx is with me today because my wife is with me. Yeah, you know, we used to have another insider about you know, another insider about my shoulders because when I be moving, my shoulders will move. They said, ooh, Zeke, them ladies love your shoulders. Talk about the mothers, like the church mothers. She said, they just be going crazy. I'm like, yeah, because I got to say, you show a little shoulder, they be all right. So we used to have a joke about me and my shoulders. Like, y'all, we was random. We be having some random stuff we laugh at, you know. That's why you got to have family and friends around you. Because then, you know, little things like that just crack you up. And don't nobody else know why you laughing. But we know why we laughing, those insiders. Shout out to Tamar. What's up, girl? It's good morning. Good morning to you. And since your name is Tamar, I'll give you a Tamar Thursday. There it is right there. Because it starts with a T. So there it is right there. I don't remember. I did ring my tambourine for Jamaica. I need any excuse to ring my tambourine. Any excuse to shake my tambourine. Yep, there it is right there. Let's see. Let's get one more in here. One more in here. Y'all, it's my mama in love. It is Miss Sherry Panky. Now, my wife is going to be on the show today. This is the woman who birthed my wife. So I'm grateful for this woman right here. I'm grateful for her, Miss Sherry Panky. She is the birther of my wife. Yeah. So I'm, you know, so she'll be the grandmother of my children. So there you have it right there. Y'all give it up for my mama-in-law, my mama. There she is, Miss Sherry Panky. She takes such good care of us, man. She is, listen, somebody who is there for us, like when ain't nobody else around. Like this last go round, like when mama came in the room, I remember, you know, it's just such a relief and it just does my heart well. I'm getting all teared up just thinking about it, man. Because when stuff hits, like it's good to have a mother-in-law who loves you and who you love. I told my wife, I said, you know, I'm marrying you, but really I married you because of your family. Like, she's like, don't say that, but it's true. I love your family. I love my wife's family. I love them. I love my mother-in-law. I love them, and they love me. And so I feel in safe hands. I feel safe. I feel safe in that way. And so y'all go show my mama some love, Miss Sherry Panky. Y'all go show her some love. She says, good praises to God Thursday morning. I'm gonna go ahead and ring my tambourine for that. Yep, because my mama grew up Pentecostal, so you know, so she know about the tambourines. There you go, right there. Good praises to God on this Thursday morning. Y'all go ahead and give the Lord praises. And look, one more just came in, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that one in there. Miss Linda Lawson. We grew up together out in Hopkins Park. We grew up in our formative years together. She says, "Good morning, everyone, and have a blessed day." You know, you churchy when you say blessed. Instead of have a blessed day, I say have a blessed day. That is so churchy. And also that's a callback to growing up. So we used to actually say that, believe it or not, when I was growing up, before we would leave for school and leave for work and all that, that was a thing. That was a tradition in my house growing up. I don't know when that faded off. Maybe when we started getting homeschooled or something and we stopped saying it as much. And maybe I need to bring that tradition back for my family. We used to literally say, like, out the door, have a blessed day. That was the thing. I think my grandmother might have started that. I don't know. But my mother definitely, if my mama didn't start it, she definitely at least kept it going when we were growing up. It was have a blessed day. So I love seeing that. That was just a good callback to my my childhood, Linda. I appreciate that. Yeah. Have a blessed day, everyone. And that's exactly what we want y'all all to do. Have a blessed day. Like Jamaica said, take it up a notch. Go on higher. Take it up a notch. Go ahead and whatever is in your way today, you're still blessed. You're still, you're still blessed. You're still good. Everything is still going to be all right. Y'all know my tagline. You're better now. You're free. And everything is going to be all right. So, be all right. Be all right. And then let me see real quick, because they still coming in. They still coming in. My auntie Regina. I'm going to go ahead and get it. We got a few minutes before we got to get to the music break. We got a few minutes. My auntie Regina. Y'all know how I feel about my auntie. Y'all go show my auntie some love. And let's see here. She says, morning, nephew and Lockstar's family. And here's a reason to shake my tambourine. Because she said, have a tenacious Thursday. There it is right there. I'm shaking my tambourine for tenacious Thursday. Tenacious Thursday. Keep it moving. Keep on going. Keep pushing. There's enough things in this world. And y'all know it as well as I know it. Y'all know it as well as I do. There are enough things in this world to bring us down, to drag us down. There are, at the risk of sounding over spiritualizing or whatever, there are enough forces in this world. I don't even mean this just in a spiritual sense or anything like that. I just mean this in a practical sense. There's enough forces in this world that will pull you back, drag you down, and try to toss you aside. So be tenacious. Keep on pushing through. Because again, you're better now. You're free. Everything is going to be all right. The storms do pass over. The other day, we got hit with some storms. I love the be tenacious, right? Love tenacity, yeah. Because, we had storms the other day here in Chicago, and they were awful. They were something terrible. They were terrible. And I was at the alderman's office, Alderman Ronnie Mosley. I was at his office till about 9:30 that night, like about 9:30 or something like that. 9 o'clock, 9:30, whatever it was. I was at his office like god awful late. It was like 9 o'clock, maybe not 9:30. It was god awful late. Let's put it this way. Much later than somebody should have been sitting in the government official's office. But so I was there, and while I was in there, you could hear the storms coming through. You could hear the thunder and the lightning cracking and the winds blowing and the hail falling. You could hear all of that in there. And then by the time it was time for me to go, it was raining, but it was just a light rain. And then it stopped. It stopped. Why? Because the storm passed. And then the unfortunate thing was, though, I had to drive east towards Indiana, and the storms were going east. So I could see the storm. I could see myself going into a storm. But, I had to still go. I still had to be tenacious. I still had to, push forward, even into the storm, knowing and believing that just like it passed before when I was over further west, just like knowing that it was going to pass, even if I had to go into it again, it was going to pass. The storm does pass. So remain tenacious, remain diligent. It's all good, man. It's all good. And if you can't do it alone, get you around some people who you can do it with. Paul. Except my wife. No, get you around some people who you can do life with, who will encourage you. That's why we spend so much time on the morning affirmations. That's why. Because for some people, I don't know what your story is. I don't know what your day is. But for some of us, that might be the only good words you hear today. So you can scroll back through the comments and see all those good words. There's some people on Facebook. There's some people on YouTube. So you can go back and forth between the two. There might even be some people on Twitch. I don't know. We're on Twitch, but I don't know anything about Twitch. All I did was ever sign up for it and go live on it. So, but this might be the only good words that somebody hears. And so that's why we leave those in there. It serves as enduring content. And if you can always go back and look at it and see the comments and see those good words and take those, thankful Thursday, turn it up a notch Thursday. You can take all of that stuff and apply it to your own life so that you can truly live out what my tagline is: you're better, you're free, and then you'll remember and believe in your heart of hearts that everything, and I do mean everything, will be all right. Yeah, if you believe that, then, go ahead and live it out today and take it up a notch. Yeah, let's do this. We're going to take a couple songs here, a couple song music break. And when we come back, I'm coming back with Mrs. Locke, y'all. I'm coming back with Mrs. Locke. So Go ahead and get your coffee refills, all that stuff like that. We're going to come back and talk about some sickle cell so that y'all can understand what that is. And we'll talk about it. But for now, here's a couple songs. We'll be right back after these messages.
If the lily has no worry, and the sparrow has no care, why should I worry when my Father owns the cattle on the hill? Why should I worry when my Father owns the silver and the gold? So I'm casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares, oh. Casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares, oh. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I don't rush, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, bountiful blessings, they come my way. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I don't rush, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower me your blessings, shower your blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, they come my way. So I will be anxious for nothing, supplicate for everything. Why should I worry about my problems when I can pray them off? Why should I worry about my troubles when I can pray my troubles off? So I'm casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares, oh. So I'm casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares on you, casting my cares, oh. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I don't rush, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, bountiful blessings, bountiful blessings, they come my way. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. Shower your blessings, yeah. I don't rush, shower your blessings, ah. Shower your blessings, yeah. Papa, shower me your blessings, shower your blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, they come my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, bountiful blessings, come in my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, they come my way. Papa, shower your blessings, yeah. I do brush, shower your blessings, ah. Papa, shower me your blessings, yeah. Bountiful blessings, they come my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, bountiful blessings, come in my way. Abundant blessings, multiple blessings, yeah.
I they're never stopping, and I know God is for me. His love all around me. He gives me more than I need. He makes my life oh so sweet. He makes my heart feel so free. Yeah.
Blessings on me. Blessings on me. Everywhere I go, they'll be. Everywhere I go, they'll be. Blessings on me. Blessings on me. Everywhere I go, they'll be. Everywhere I go, I can feel it. I can feel it.
I can see your blessings, and everything I do is like I'm special, yeah. You're the one that I run to when it's ghetto, yeah. I can see your blessings, but you take my life and make it better, yeah. Never giving me more than I can handle, but still providing everyone of and I'm living in your blessings, covered in your holy, no more stressing, yeah. On you I am dependent, sticking to your word, so I live in your blessings.
Blessings on me. Blessings on me. Everywhere I go, they'll be. Everywhere I go, they'll be. Blessings on me. Blessings on me. Everywhere I go, they'll be. Everywhere I go, I can feel it.
Blessings and blessings and blessings on me. Blessings on blessings on me.
Yeah, blessings on me. Yeah. Blessings on me. Yeah. Blessings on me. Blessings on me. Blessing. You can't see my face, but blessings on me. Blessings on me. Yeah, my wife is already mad. Look at that. Blessings on. Look, she's blessings on. Hey, man. Y'all, we're back, y'all. We are back. Wife with me, y'all. Look who it is. This beautiful face next to me. Mrs. Locke is in the room. But hold on, before I introduce her, I did miss a comment. Because he wrote a book. My dog Chris Hood, I was with him yesterday. We was hanging out a little bit. We was having a good time out at the park yesterday. Read this. You got to put your preacher voice on when you got a text. Hood gave us a text. First and foremost, says, good morning, Zeke, Eric, and everyone else. Yo, I got to do the hood voice. Yo, what's up? I think I'm getting it. Now when I say, I'll be like, yo. He says, good morning to you and everybody else on this blessed, wonderful, amazing Thursday. That deserves a tambourine. Y'all see what my wife just did? She just took my tambourine. That's okay. I got back up. Look to the hills and thank God for opening your eyes, letting you see another day. Just pause and say, thank you, Lord, for waking me up today. That's what he says. He's wishing y'all a great and blessed day. He's on his way to work, but he had to send some love. He says, yo, what's up? So what's up the hood? I missed this comment earlier, and that's on me. That is on me. But look, the people are saying good morning to my wife, and I'm going to change the orientation of the screen here, y'all. So y'all bear with me 1 second. I couldn't do it in the background, so we got to do it right here. But while I do that, let the track play for a minute. While I do that, just let that track play. I made this track with my wife. I made this track with her. Yeah. Let me change the orientation of the screen so y'all can see her beautiful face. There she is right there. Look at that. Oh, look at us now. Y'all can see us full screen this morning. Hey, y'all look who it is. It's my lady. It's my lover. It's my baby mama. It's my future baby mama, I guess I have to call her that. My future baby mama, Miss Kim Yada, formerly Panky, currently Locke. There she is right there. Hey, babe.
Hello, Lockstar.
What's up?
Nothing much.
Now y'all know my wife got a soft voice, so I'm gonna have to. Y'all know I'm gonna have to like adjust her and get her mic together. Y'all already know because I'm loud and she just as quiet, You know, she be, hello, lock stars. How are you, bitch? Hello, lock stars. How are you? Look, y'all, it's my mama. Look who it is, y'all. It's my mama, Mrs. Dr. Lisa Dyson. There she is right there. Pastor Dr. Lisa Dyson. Morning, it must be Styx Thursday.
Morning, Mom.
She took my tambourine. I can't shake my tambourine.
No, we don't need that right now.
We
have a small headache.
We do. You got a small headache?
Yeah.
Well, babe, you got to speak up. People can't hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Can y'all hear her? I do need to match her volume. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear my wife?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'll talk louder.
Yeah, you got to project, baby.
What's up, Lockstar? No,
that is not projection. That's that voice you used at Ari and Keys' wedding when the preacher was like, he was like, do I have to explain what the broom is for? And she was like, what's it for? Oh, my wife. Y'all, my wife is here because today we're doing Sickle Cell Awareness Day today. We decided that today will be Sickle Cell Awareness Day, and I thought that this would be a good topic to have. I thought it'd be a good topic because a lot of people don't really understand what the sickle cells is. They don't understand what that is. You know, so there it is right there. Look, there's your mama. She says, "Good morning, beautiful."
I love her.
Look at that. You love your mommy?
I love both our mothers.
Well, I love my mommy. Look, there's my mommy too. So now, you know, I can't say I would be like, you know, back in the day, people would be like, my mom is better than your mom, but that's not. Both our mamas are wonderful, equally good. Both our mamas are amazing. I think my wife loves my mama. Do you love my mama? Huh?
Of course.
Okay, you better love my mama.
Yeah, I'm glad that I have a good mother-in-law because you know, you just hear stories about others like not liking their mother-in-laws, and it's like, I'm sorry to hear that. That's not good.
Yeah, but you're gonna really have to speak up. I can hear you sitting right next to me. Like,
oh dang. Okay.
Y'all, my wife do not know how to project her voice. We're gonna teach her how to project her voice. Look, there goes Ron. Oh, my mama gave us a new name for the I ain't got no tambourine, mama, because your daughter-in-law decided that I can't shake a tambourine in her face. That's all right. I gotta back up for Think It Through Thursday.
Mine's Sorsha over here.
Oh, you can project for that. Oh, you found a way to project to tell on me. My God. Like Tattletale. And there's Rhonda's mama saying, hello, Mrs. Locke.
Hello, Mother Cynthia.
That's Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen. We love her.
Pastor Cynthia Cohen.
I know, yeah, you can say all the names. You got to say all the titles. Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen. You got to say.
Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen.
See, I'm training y'all. I'm training my wife. All right. Hopefully she won't hit me before the day is done. Hopefully she won't hit me. I'm getting hair all in my face.
My bad.
See, I ain't used to having somebody on the stage with me, y'all. y'all. So I thought today would be a good day to kind of just talk through sickle cell. So a lot of people might not be very abreast of what sickle cell even is. And so I just pulled up a few facts about sickle cell to help people really just kind of understand what it even is. So, and babe, you can correct me if I'm wrong on any of these things.
You want me to explain real quick? And then
well, I'll just read a couple facts and then you can kind of explain it because you've got more of a personal standpoint on it, you know, because obviously you literally deal with it. So, you know what I mean? So you have a different take on it than just some generalized facts. Y'all see how we all like piled up on here? This is why we're going to be switching from StreamYard soon as well. Because I can use multiple cameras with the other service that we're going to. Yeah. Cool. Then you ain't got to be all up on me and I can shake my... Right. I mean, I don't mind you being all up on me. I don't mind that. That's why I got my shoulders out, like Jamaica said. That's why I got my...
your skin out. I'll tell you about that.
That's the pot calling the kettle black.
Your knees be having out.
Look, wait a minute, y'all. Not her having her whole shoulder out gonna tell me. What I tell you about having your shoulders out? The pot calling the kettle black. You see this?
You can't have yours out.
That's why you can't listen to people because they judge you for the same things they doing. Like your mama says she on the way because it's torture over here. She coming to protect her baby. So here's a few facts about sickle cell that people might not even know. Just 10 general facts. Just very general, basic stuff. If you don't know what it is, if you know what it is, then this will be a review for you. But if you don't know what it is, first and foremost, it's a genetic condition. So sickle cell disease is inherited when a child receives 2 sickle cell genes, one from each parent. So it comes one from each parent. If only one gene is inherited, then the person has sickle cell trait, not the disease. So that means my wife inherited from both parents who both had the trait. Is that correct?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Look at y'all. Look, see, I'm learning. I be doing my stuff. This is gonna serve as a quiz for me as we go through this. We're gonna see how much I really actually know. Let's see. Abnormal red blood cells. So red blood cells are normally round and flexible. Your blood cells. Everybody has red blood cells. I mean, if you don't have red blood cells, then you need to go audition for a part on The Walking Dead. Right. You need to go audition for a part on The Walking Dead because that role is made for you. We all have red blood cells, and they're round and they're flexible. But instead of being round and flexible, red blood cells take on a crescent or a sickle shape, which is where we get the name sickle cell. You know what a sickle is? That's an old school word for the things they used to, chop trees and stuff down. Country people know about that. You had to clear the land. So that sickle shape, that sword, a sickle, right? Remember the swords they would have?
Or like a moon shape, like a crescent moon shape.
Yeah, you think of like a crescent moon. Yeah, they take on that shape. Or like a croissant, which would be nice to have a croissant right now. It would be nice if my wife would have brought me a croissant, but she didn't come bearing food. I guess I'll stay married to her.
I mean, you got coffee, so
I did get coffee, but no croissants with it. Let's see. So it makes it harder for them to move through blood vessels. So your red blood cells move through your blood vessels just normally in normal action, but when they take on the sickle form and they're not as flexible, then it makes them hard to move. So that you know that be true.
They tend to get stuck in the vessel and clog up.
Yeah. Which brings me to point number 3, actually. Blockages and pain. So the sickle-shaped cells start to clump together. They start to clump together, and that causes blockages in the blood flow. So your blood is supposed to be flowing freely all through your body, unless you're a zombie. But if you're not a zombie, if you're a regular human person, then it should be flowing through you. But they get all blocked up because of that sickle shape. And that causes very painful episodes known as sickle cell crisis. So y'all heard me use that earlier when I said I was driving because like crisis can happen, of course, when like shocking situations happen or
different emotions.
Yeah, hardcore
scared,
emotions.
Nervous, shocking, even excitement.
Yeah, even excitement. So I think that I might be the reason for some of her crisis because she's excited to be around me all the time. Are you okay right now? You're not having a crisis right now?
I'm okay.
You're okay? I know you're excited to be here with me.
Right.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I might have a crisis later. So
don't have a crisis later.
Okay.
Don't have one later.
Okay.
I won't even drive crazy later. I promise. I don't promise that.
Not true.
I'm not making promises I can't keep.
Right.
So those cause painful episodes. Those painful episodes are called crisis, and those crises, I'm gonna just throw this in there. They require pain management, and the pain management, first and foremost, you got to consider that the pain that it causes is much stronger than any pain you've probably experienced. So I heard a doctor, shout out to Dr. Rodney Alford, family member of ours. He likened it like this to explain it to some nurses one time because they have to go in, they have to get pain meds. So they have to get, very heavy pain meds such as what's the pain med? What am I trying to think of? Dilaudid. There we go. Yeah. They have to use Dilaudid, which is a Schedule 3 or Schedule 2 or whatever. I don't know the schedules, but it's a drug. It's a narcotic. Like it's a very strong pain med. If you think that Vicodin is strong.
So I started off with morphine. And so the morphine stopped being effective like at the age of 14. because I was on it for so long. And so my body started to get immune to it. And so they switched me over to Dilaudid, which is a stronger pain med than morphine.
Yeah. Really strong pain meds. Dr. Rodney Alford explained it like this to some nurses. Because when you're in pain that much, you need the pain meds. You need to be able to manage it. And so nurses moving slow to get those pain meds to people can be very, very very troubling. It can be very painful, for lack of a better word. But he explained it like this. He said, imagine taking a hammer, right? Like if you have a hammer, and imagine just nicking your thumb, just like right on the tip of your thumb, just bop. And then imagine you just keep doing that over and over. Now, if you did it one time, you're probably gonna be like, right? You're gonna feel it for a while. You're gonna just a one hit. Imagine it just constantly going, bop, bop, bop. You just constantly nicking it, bop, 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 bop. That's what the sickle cell pain is equivalent to. Something along those lines. Now imagine that going all the way through your body, all the way through your bones, all the way through there. Like, how would you feel? How would you know what I mean? So he did that to help the nurses understand the urgency of pain meds, because, and I'm just going to throw this in before I say some more of these facts here. Unfortunately, a lot of nurses are very, I'm going to say, can I call it racist? Like, I don't know if I want to call it racist, but because people come in, they think that folks are coming in drug seeking, essentially, for those strong pain meds. So they think they're drug seeking, so they try to cut the meds back, or they try to hold them back to see if they're really in pain, all that kind of stuff like that. And doctors who understand and who get it are like, don't do that. You cannot do that with somebody who's in that kind of pain. We understand people in cancer who have that kind of pain, but sickle cell, they live with this their entire life.
Yeah.
All right, here's one. I'm trying to stall because I don't want to read point number 4. But I'm going to read it anyway so y'all can understand it at least.
It's true, though.
Yeah. Shortened cell lifespan. So normal red blood cells live about 120 days, but sickled cells, only last about 10 to 20 days. This causes constant shortages of red blood cells, and that's where we get the word anemia from. The shortage of red blood cells, which is anemia. So you might hear the word sickle cell anemia be thrown out there, but you have the disease. Maybe you can help me understand what's the difference between the disease and the anemia. I always get this mixed up a little bit.
It's both. It's the same. Anemia is lack of lack of blood cells.
Right. Yeah.
It's the same. I don't think there's a difference.
Okay, got you. So you'll hear it thrown around.
Disease or anemia.
Yeah, sickle cell disease, sickle cell anemia. And then you also hear the word sickle cell trait. So some people have the trait, but they don't have the disease. They just have a trait of sickle cell. But, they live and function normally just like everybody else. But like I said, if two parents both have the trait and then the child takes on trait from both parents, they end up with the disease.
Right.
So that's how that happens. Yeah.
And I believe it's like every third child that would get the disease if both parents had the trait.
Wow. So it's like 1 in every 3 or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But possibility they can all, like, no matter how many kids they have.
Right.
Possibility they can all get
the possibility is there, but there's a chance that, so like your sister, because you have one sister that has both mother and father with.
Right. And she doesn't have
it. Right. Yeah. But you ended up with it.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's some common symptoms. Fatigue. So sometimes y'all see my wife looking tired and stuff like that. Now I'm gonna say this real quick, and I say this to her all the time, so she knows this. But my baby is the strongest woman I know. She is one of the strongest people I know.
Thank you.
You are. She's strong, not physically strong. She's not physically strong. I beat her up, but but no, she's strong. Like, she's very strong, because I know when she's like in pain. I can see when she's fatigued, and a lot of times people don't understand that, and they be looking at her like, what's wrong with her, and how come she did, and not even knowing that she over there in whole pain and still be trying to do stuff. And so she's also strong of mind. She's very strong-willed and hard-headed. Mama, your daughter is hard-headed. I'm just letting you know that right now. Miss Sherry Panky, your daughter is the most hard-headed person, because I can always tell when she about to get sick, because she started like trying to turn it up a notch. Jamaica Lachey, she start trying to do more than she should be doing, trying to prove to everybody, I'm okay, it'll be all right. And I'd be like, babe, if we're going to be in the ER at 3 in the morning, sit you down somewhere, she started trying to do stuff. She started trying to take, she could feel it coming on, right? So fatigue is one, the pain crisis, right? So those are things, pain crises, delayed growth, man. Maybe you can speak to that a little bit if you want to. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story. This is crazy. We were in PE, and I think 7th grade. I see all these girls with hair. It was like the swim. You know how you had the swimming, certain swimming dates that you have to do, whatever. And so it was time to swim, and I'm saying these women with hair, I'm calling them women. We were girls with hair up under the arms and pubic hairs, and I'm just like, that I don't. I can't relate to that. So I went to my doctor and I'm like, Doc, what's up with the hair? With these women have hair. I don't have that. So what is that? And he's like, oh, well, you have a delayed growth. So with sickle cell, we have a delayed growth in what do they call it? Puberty. And so I didn't hit puberty until I was 19 years old. And I still don't have hair under my arm.
I like that.
So
show me a little arm, baby.
Whatever.
Ooh.
And so yeah, so I just don't there's a lot of things I don't have that women have and I don't have to worry about. So I think that's a good thing that comes out of sickle cell.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah. I don't know. But were you delayed in getting? Since I'm just gonna
the cycle.
Well, okay, so you have the cycle. We'll say that then. Okay,
19.
Okay, I mean, I know. So,
and girls were getting their cycles in 6th grade. And so I never knew what a cycle was until I hit 19.
What about those milks?
Oh, wow. So
those titties.
Yeah, so maybe 10th or 11th grade. I was flat chesting until 10th, 11th grade, and they just bloomed.
Yes, they did.
Be quiet. And so, a lot of people started asking me, did your sister get a breast implants? And so no, I've never had breast implants or anything like that. They just grew out of nowhere, and
wow,
I never expected that, so yeah.
Wow, see, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Let's see, another one of the common symptoms are vision problems. Vision problems. I know my wife can't seem to see that I wanted a croissant this morning. She can't seem to see that.
That just what?
No, you don't really have vision. You just got your vision problems more so came with age, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because she got to wear glasses, even though she don't be wearing them. But she looks so cute with her glasses. She got some cute glasses that she be looking cute in. Y'all tell my wife she look cute. Let's see. And then here's the other one. Frequent infections. And so this is a thing that we deal with a lot. We just had an episode with this just a couple of months ago. Yeah. When we were in the hospital. You had some infection in there. That's why you all knows she didn't know everything that was going on with it, y'all. I'm still trying to explain to her, no, this was going on, this was happening, this was it. She be like, no, I remember everything. So you remember this? No, I don't remember that. Okay, well, you don't remember everything because that was a major point of what was going on, but yeah, frequent infections. So that happens. Let's see here. Let's say this one. Increased infection risk. So that's frequent infections, but it's due to the increased infection risk because the spleen can be damaged by sickle cells. People with sickle cell disease are more vulnerable to serious infections. And so I'll let you speak to that a little bit because you actually, am I making this up? Did you have your spleen removed?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Yeah. See, I know stuff. Yeah, I had a brain fart right there, but and I tell y'all what, I had to learn a lot of this stuff because when she's not in her, if something happens to her, she's in the hospital and they be asking questions and stuff, you know, I'll be having to know this stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, but go ahead. You was going to say something. I'm sorry.
Majority of us sicklers have their spleen removed by maybe the age of 15.
Wow, age of 15.
Yeah.
Y'all just learned a new term too. Sicklers. You might hear that get called out. Sometimes doctors say sicklers, you know, sicklers, and they're talking about people with sickle cell, you know. Or in the community of sickle cell people, they call themselves sickle cell warriors. You hear that term sometimes thrown around. Sickle cell warriors. And so, you know, and then people like me, sickle cell supporters. And I hope that by the end of this episode, all the Lock stars will also be sickle cell supporters. It just dawned on me. You wearing your red today. Sickle cell awareness. Did you do that intentionally?
I didn't. No.
Oh, well, shoot. You should have said
I should have worn my sickle cell shirt.
We should have worn a sickle cell shirt. Why we didn't think this through?
I don't know.
We just, babe, you see what I'm talking about, y'all? Like,
look, this is your show.
What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. You should have remembered. Let's see. Here's one right here. Here's one. The global prevalence of sickle cell. This is important. Sickle cell disease is most common among people with ancestry. And here's where you need to hear this. With ancestry from Africa, the Caribbean, the Mediterranean, South and Central America, the Middle East, and India. Those are the places where sickle cell are the most common. This is the places where they are most common. So that's why people who are and people don't realize this with Indians and Indonesians, actually. There's a really high risk of sickle cell in Indonesia. I'm surprised this didn't come up in here. But there's a thought, there's a theory out right now that they're testing that it actually originated in places where malaria, with mosquitoes that cause malaria are more prevalent. So there's a thought that's really, it's a mutation to counter malaria and the reason they think this is because sicklers don't get malaria for whatever reason. Like, they don't get malaria. So and because it happens in the regions where malaria is prevalent, they think that it's actually a body's mutation. Actually a protection of the body. But unfortunately, it causes all these other damages. So that's actually kind of a cool thing there. So let's see here. All right, here's the one. I don't want to read this one, but I gotta read this one. There's a few that I don't want to read, but I don't want to read number 8. Number 8, though, I'm gonna go ahead and read it. Complications. Possible complications include stroke, organ damage, pulmonary hypertension, high blood pressure in the lungs, and leg ulcers. Have you ever had leg ulcers? No. You've never had that. I hope you never get that. So that's one. Let's see. Pulmonary hypertension, though, we definitely have experienced that. Yeah. Like this last time. Organ damage, like the spleen being removed and the liver stuff. We're dealing with liver issues right now. Here's the thing, because they have to get so many blood transfusions. And I'm surprised. Oh, it is on here. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. It is on here. Okay, I was about to say, why is blood transfusions not on here? It is. We did put that down. Because they have to get so many blood transfusions, there's always an iron buildup. And right now we're actually dealing. Can I say that? Is it okay?
Yeah.
I can be open about that? Okay. Like, we're actually dealing with that right now with the iron that's built up. And the doctors.
Iron overload.
Yeah. So the doctors are very concerned about this iron overload because that damages the liver. And, the liver can kind of repair itself up to a certain point. And once that point is reached, then we just in a whole nother world of issue. So we're dealing with that. So, the organ damage, and then stroke is one that we are always really, really concerned about. So there's been a few times like this last go round in the hospital where we were concerned about stroke and she was having some, they didn't call it seizures in the moment, they were calling it seizure, but then they came back and said it wasn't a seizure. And but I don't know what they
I don't get
I don't get it either. That one
I think they just make stuff up and say I think it was this and nah, it wasn't that.
I was holding you in my arms. That ish was a seizure. I don't care what they say. It was very seizure like, and that's what they calling it. But that was so scary. I tell y'all what, that was one of the most. There's a few times that I've been in some of the most scary situations. This time we were sitting there and T was there with us, and we were literally just sitting there and we were talking one moment, like, kid you not, we're talking 1 minute. She sits up, is like, I gotta throw up. I hurry up and I grab a thing. She throws up, And then she goes into these seizures. I was so freaking scared. Like I'm tearing up just thinking about it. I was so scared. I had never been like, I was so scared. And then when she kind of passed out and her eyes are rolling in the back of her head and all that, I was like literally slapping her and shaking her, and like the nurses were taking forever to get in there, and they weren't taking forever. They got in there probably like a minute and a half. But in my mind, a minute and a half when you're looking at something like that, when you holding your wife in your arms and she doing all of this, and I'm shaking her, bang, 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 I'm doing all that. In my mind, that was forever. You know, it was probably only 90 seconds, but you know, then they came in with a fire truck and
crash cart, y'all, crash cart.
The crash cart looked like a fire truck.
It really did. It does.
Man, I mean, they came in with all this stuff, and next thing I know, she's hooked up the tubes, and they're going Kenyatta, and you know, and of course, when they start calling her name, like as if, and you hear all these beeping, I don't know if she done passed in my arms or what, and I'm bang, bang, and of course now I'm yelling at the nurses, what y'all doing? This ain't her, y'all. This ain't her. She ain't supposed to be. Hurry up, do something. It was very scary. So it gets very scary. It's very stressful. Very, very stressful. I think I still have trying to come down from that, you know. Let's see. Number nine. So I don't like reading that one because that hits home too hard. That really does. It hits home too hard. Treatment options. Number 9. Just 2 more. And then I'm gonna take a coffee break and give my wife a chance to, you know, because we're gonna come back and we're really gonna get into the nitty-gritty. But we're just going over the facts of sickle cell right now. Let's see here. Treatment options. Okay, here y'all go. Treatments include medications like hydroxyurea, which you don't like hydroxyurea, do you?
I don't.
Yeah, but
I don't think it helps.
You don't think? I think it does though. You don't think it does? I don't know.
So if I'm in the hospital once a month or even like every 2 weeks, you think that helps?
I don't know.
It's supposed to stop crisis. Or
it's supposed to mitigate it. Yeah.
Like, you know, kind of like slow the crisis down. I just don't see any.
Yeah. She doesn't see the value. Yeah, you know. I'll tell y'all one thing. She knows her body. Like if my wife says she in pain, if she say she feeling something, if she say it's this, I trust that. And so I find myself doing a lot of and I'm saying that in response to the hydroxyurea thing, you know. If she say it don't work, it don't work. That's that.
And I've been on it for years, so I just don't see any.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing, she knows her body though. So when doctors or nurses will be like, well, no, I think it's this, I'll be like, no, if she said it was this, check that. Like, so I find myself as an advocate, and we'll get into this a little later, always yelling at somebody. Like I'll be just yelling at them unless they get on my nerves. But there's been a number of times I had to be like, hey, meet me in the hallway real quick. Like, come step out here real quick. Let
me talk to you in the office.
Yeah. I mean, come step out here real quick. Let's have a conversation real quick.
I appreciate you.
If she says she in pain, you go get the meds and do them the way she said do them. Like you know. And so the nurses, they have a respect for me. They have a healthy respect for me. Because
I mean, nurses be scared. Like, no, Zeke is not about to kill me. And I'm like, what did he tell you?
Yeah, this last time when she was in ICU, you know, and I'll tell this story right now because I'm trying to wait till we got this one. But this last time when she was in ICU, you know, the nurses, like they love her. We have a hospital. Shout out to St. Catherine's Hospital in East Chicago. This, I will say, this is one of the best hospital experiences that we've had. And the nurses all know her. The doctors know her. Like, they'll call my personal line if something crazy happens. Like, you know, they'll call me personally and be like, get over to the hospital. Or this. So with that in mind, like, all the nurses, they know her. And I always bring in like a bunch of snacks. I had to stop doing it now because she got some other stuff going on with like blood sugar and all that. So, but I usually have like a bunch of snacks and I have it laid out because, you know, you're in the hospital, you don't got food and stuff. You know, except the hospital food. Now, St. Catherine's ain't got the best hospital food. You know, Riverside had better hospital food.
They did.
They had a good kitchen in Riverside. But St. Catherine's, they ain't got that, you know. Right. So, you know, we always got to make sure she got some food. So I'm always bringing food. I make sure she has enough snacks and little things that she can get. And I make sure there's enough in there for the nurses because I know they're going to come in. They're going to talk. They're going to have conversations all through the night. So when she was in ICU, I was concerned that she wasn't getting any sleep. She wasn't getting any rest. And the nurses, when they knew she was in ICU, they was all coming down to come visit her and come see her because the word had spread through the whole hospital.
I mean,
Kenyatta done had a seizure. Kenyatta's in ICU, and everybody was coming down. So I had to tell the nurse on staff, I was like, listen, if they name a Sherry Panky or Ezekiel Locke, unless it's one of her sisters, because her sister Fooey was talking about coming up. I was like, if it ain't one of these names, then they are not to be in the room. I was like, do I make myself clear? Like, I don't care if they work here. I don't care if not, like my wife needs to sleep. And it's enough beeping going on. Y'all have to constantly be out of here because y'all have to monitor her. Like, so, so then like one of the nurses came in and got past the ICU nurse that was on charge. And she was like, no, Zeke, just what'd you say, man? He was like, what did he tell you?
They were coming like back to back to back. Like they were lined up to come check on me. And I don't know what Zeke told this nurse, but this nurse was like, you cannot have any visitors. And they even shut my sister down. I think my sister called to check on me, and they even told her that I couldn't have any phone calls. And I'm like, hold up now.
Yeah, that was on me. I didn't make sure they had the number. I think I was just tired and I forgot to text after we got the number. Me and your mom was leaving out. And we was just tired.
I was like, that was my sister.
Yeah,
she lives in Florida. Hold on, I need that phone call.
Yeah, we be having to turn it up sometimes. I mean, not in a rude way, but the rest is important, and it's hard to rest in the hospital. Let's see. One of the treatments options is blood transfusion. I'll try to get through this so we can get to 9:15 music break. Blood transfusion. She has to get blood transfusions quite a bit, and we talked about that a little bit. The blood transfusions and how that causes iron overload because the iron just sticks. So that's there. Oh, iron sticks. I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Y'all
God.
see what I deal with?
Check this out. In some cases, this is one of the treatment options. Bone marrow or stem cell transplants. So yeah, and we were actually looking into that. I'll let you talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. I'll talk about that because it's a long story.
Okay, we'll talk about it later then.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll bring that one up later if we remember to bring it back about bone marrow and stem cell transplants. But there are newer gene therapies that are being developed because they actually have some cures that are out there, but because they're still very, very new and they're very novel and they're very they're very novel. There's still some experimental things. You have to either get on some waiting list, and then if you make it through the waiting list, first off, you have to hopefully get on the waiting list, and then when you get on the waiting list, you got to wait, and then if you get to that, it's hella expensive.
Yeah, I saw a comment. Is it true that they found a cure for $2 million? And yes, it's true. Well, who got $2 million?
We ain't got the money to do it. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. We can do a GoFundMe, but but even my wife will probably be like, use that $2 million. For
like
else,
$2 million? Like, come on now. How much would Medicaid help out with that? But $2 million,
shoot, listen,
that's crazy out of control.
And and Medicaid, that's the thing. We can just be vulnerable a little bit. If it weren't for Medicaid, we wouldn't be able to afford the treatments and in and out of the house. We'd probably be upwards of $1 million a year in treatments and stuff.
No, it's probably like 6 months, $1 million.
Yeah, like literally, like we'd probably be upwards of that. So this big beautiful bill is affecting our household.
So one hospital bill for me would be like $400,000 just for like a week.
Did y'all hear that number?
And what I'm in the hospital, like at least I could be in the hospital twice a month. So just add that up and
add that up and see the millions that's actually being spent. So
a Tylenol, a regular Tylenol in the ER is $56. Isn't that crazy?
I'll sneak that mug in like a movie theater.
Exactly. They'll be like, pass me my purse.
Right, pass my purse. I got some Tylenol. Yeah, so that's that. One more, because it's 9:15. I say we're taking a music break at 9:15. This is the one I don't want to read, but life expectancy There's a benefit, not a benefit. There's a beauty right now, but life expectancy is actually shortened for people with sickle cell. But due to advancements in treatment and because that stuff has improved, then survival has significantly improved. And we thank God for that. It means I get to have my wife for a long time, but it's still a lifelong condition that requires continuous management. I'll say this one last piece, and we'll take this music break here. I'll let you say that. I just remember the nurse that came in that one time. She was a nurse / social worker. Well, she wasn't a social worker, but she was a nurse or a social worker? I thought she was a nurse.
What happened?
When she came in at Riverside, she was like, well, because you guys don't live long.
Oh man, yeah. We looking at her like, what? You just gonna tell us that in front of our face? Like, nah.
Yeah. My wife was sitting in a hospital bed and
she was rude.
Yeah,
she was a white lady, and I don't think she had the knowledge on sickle cell. Like a lot of Caucasian people don't have. I'm gonna say a lot of African Americans too, because they don't know about it. So it's almost like, oh, I heard this and I heard that. Like one person thought I died and walked up to me like, oh, I thought you was dead. I'm like, who told you that? No, because you got sickle cell and this. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm here and alive. So thank God for that. How are you doing? So
man, you hear some wild stuff sometimes.
Yeah,
people say some wild stuff, and not every doctor, understands it either. Not every doctor or nurse understands it. There's specialists, obviously. Lord have mercy, what is a blood doctor called?
Hematologist.
Hematologist. I've been thinking that to save my life. Can't want to say pulmonologist, but we got all kind of specialists we got to deal with nowadays. We got pulmonologists, cardiologists, hematologists, whatever the kidney doctor is called. A kinesiologist. No, that's not a kinesiologist. What is the whatever? We got specialists for everybody. We got all kinds of specialists. Probably do need a kinesiologist at one point. Yeah, like there's so many doctors that have to come through, and not all of them, are hematologists. So they didn't specialize in blood diseases and things. So we had one doctor who was a hospitalist that came in one time and actually asked the question. So how long have you had sickle cell? We was like. Immediately, I was like, new doctor, send somebody else. This is not the doctor for her. There's no run, send another doctor. Like
so with sickle cell, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go
sickle
ahead.
Cell, you're always born with it. So if a doctor asks you, "Oh, when did you get sickle cell?" It's like, nah, you just asked the wrong question.
Mm-hmm.
The question should be asked, how long, or when did you find out that you had sickle cell? So you never ask a sickle cell patient, oh, when did you get sickle cell?
Mm-hmm.
Run.
Yeah.
Ask for a new doctor.
Yeah.
So that's just not, they don't have the knowledge on sickle cell, and you could just tell by the way they communicate with you. So
they're gonna F your treatment up.
Yeah.
They're gonna F your treatment
You're
up.
always born with it. Always born with it. There's no you get sickle cell at the age of 12, 15, 20. You're born with it. So yeah.
Let's do this, babe. Let's take a music break real quick and get some water and some coffee, and maybe she'll bring me a croissant. I don't know. Maybe she'll fix me a plate or something. I don't know. Just cause equal opportunity. Just because she got sickle cell don't mean she ain't. Now my wife could burn y'all. Listen, I got spoiled. I be looking for my plate. Like I be coming to the house like, dang, you ain't make no dinner. But last night she made something good, boy. That dinner was good last night. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold you. Since you're here, babe, I'll play one of your favorite songs. You wanna hear Green Light?
Green Light.
Okay,
yes.
I'll play one song music break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk some personal stuff on sickle cell. But my wife, this is her favorite song by mine, so we'll play this. She want me to play this.
Let's do it.
I'll play this, and then we'll be right back. If you got any questions, I'm gonna go ahead and start looking at. If you got any questions, go ahead and ask me. We'll start answering as well. All right.
Yep.
Right now, Green Light.
Seems like it's taking way too long trying to decide. Should I stay? Should I move on? Wanna be right? So I'm moving out your green light. Say, can I get a green light? How y'all doing, huh? Where you at, huh? Can I get a green light? Wait on the Lord, cause you take the baddest word. What you say, huh? Yo, say, can I get a green light? it's taking way too long.
Seems like it's taking way too long trying to decide.
Should I stay? Should I move on? So I don't move.
Can I get a green light?
How y'all doing, huh? Where y'all at, huh?
Can I get a green light?
And if you're waiting on the Lord, cause you take a every word, what you say, huh?
Can I get a green light?
With the whole world jumping.
Can I get a green light?
But I'm still doing nothing.
Can I get a green light?
I said I one budget till I hear you saying something. But I wonder.
Can I get a green light?
Yeah. Cause I'm moving to your life, place. But I'm moving to your life, place. So I'm moving to your green light. To your green light. To this verse now. Altos, say. Come on, Altos. Flip it. Right here. Sopranos, say. I feel you. If you really into that thing, Jesus, real. Everybody, sit. Soprano, sit. Everybody, say it one time.
Oh snaps! We are back. Me and your wife, Mrs. Locke, is here. There she is right there. Look at her. Y'all, don't she look good today? Y'all, don't she look good? Don't this woman look at her. Look, y'all see what I married? Look at it. It's all mine. It's all mine. I own all of this. All right. This is my property.
Y'all give it up for Zeke, my husband, because he is like, no, you're an awesome guy. Like, you really are.
Hold on, wait. Turn the music off. I want them to hear you good. What'd you say I am?
He's awesome.
Don't be whispering now.
No, he's an awesome guy, and to find or to be married to a person that actually wants to learn more about your illness and things like that, like that's a blessing, you know. So I've always admired you for that.
Aww. She admires me. Y'all heard it here. She admires me. I'm admired. And I think this is a good person to admire me because she is, I promise y'all, she is the strongest person I know. She really is. And she has this quiet strength about her. Y'all see, she talks soft and all that stuff, but she is so strong.
I try to be.
She really is. She really is super strong, and that's one of the things that I fell in love with about her. It's just her strength. Her strength. Like my auntie Regina said, "Tenacious Tuesday." Her tenacity really is something that is inspirational to me. Even when she get on my nerves, like. And Lord knows she can get on my nerves.
Likewise, not just me.
I'd never get on her nerves. There's no way I could get on anybody's nerves.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just no way that even happens. There's just no way. There's no way. But you know, like yeah. No, honestly, and I find myself sometimes having to you know, advocate for her, not just in the hospital, but sometimes with people, and that's why I wanted to do this show today. Because when people don't understand, you know, you don't know what you don't know. And that's why I always say, you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what they're dealing with. And so sometimes you'll see my wife and she might just be sitting back in the cut. And y'all know me. I'm like, hey, everybody. I walk in the room. You know I'm in the room. There's just no other way around it.
Oh, here's Zeke. One thing is when you come to the hospital, they be like, "Is Zeke here?" Oh, we smell him. Like, dang. No, you're cologne.
Oh, I'm about to say, like, hold on, what y'all be talking about me behind my back?
No, they know Zeke is there when they smell the cologne. That is like so funny. So that is hilarious to me.
That's true. Yeah, I guess I do.
Like all the nurses know you about. Is Zeke here? We smell him. Like, yeah, he's in the bathroom. So yeah. Or he went to go get something to eat, or
I know, because I have to go downstairs and get food a lot of
yeah.
Because you work and stuff like that. The hospital closes at a certain time. If I don't get there, I won't be able to get in. Like, unless I go through ER, and then there's like a 10% chance they'll let me through in the ER, because there's been a couple times I'll be through there. Mm-hmm. If you're like real sick, they'll let me like maybe go up there, something like that, call up there and let me come up. But usually it's like if I'm not there by 8:00, like that's it. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I get off and I'm rushing. I might go home and just try to put on something comfortable real quick or grab something, because she always got something for me to grab. It's always something for me to grab. Oh. Hey, can you bring that lotion from the thing? It's never what she said it was. Look on the dresser and bring me that lotion. And then it'd be like downstairs in a closet under a shirt. I'm like, babe. So I'm just running through the house trying to find stuff.
Sorry.
So it's all of that. I'm just trying to hurry up and get there.
Yeah.
So I can at least spend a few minutes with my wife, because that's one of the downfalls from my perspective, is that I spend a lot of time at home alone. Like when she's in the hospital, I spend a lot of time just on my own. So there's that. Let's look at some of these comments. Let's see. I should have been starring some of this stuff, but I wasn't paying attention to it. So let's see here. There's a few comments that people listening. I thank y'all for that. Let's see here. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. I'm trying to get all the way up here. Let's see. So that was the question right there. Is it true they found a cure? Is it true that they found a cure and the cost is $2 million? I think we touched that one, didn't we? We touched that one earlier. Yeah. It's true. They did find a cure, and while we're excited about the cure, we're not excited about getting to it. So.
Yeah. So I did go to like a doctor to see if I can get cured in Chicago, and they told me I had to find a sibling with the same mother and father so we can use her bone marrow. And I bawled after the doctor told me how everything would pan out. And I didn't bawl for myself. I was bawling. I was like literally crying, because they told me that one lady ended up trying to get cured, ended up a vegetable, and she had a daughter. And so now you have a mother that's a vegetable, and now they're taking care of her. Like how is that even, like how does that work with the family now? Now you have to take care of a grown woman and her child. So that was scary. And I cried because of her, because she was walking and talking before, and all of a sudden she's a vegetable. There was another patient who passed away from it, trying to get cured. Mm. And there was another patient who, so it's actually a 50-50 chance of getting cured. And the person, they got cured, but it came back worse. So I'm just like, these stories are scary. Like, I don't want to go through it, so I kind of like skipped out of it. And I'm like, whatever the Lord has for me, then that's what it is. But I don't think I want to take the chance of trying to get cured. So I mean,
you said a thing, 50-50 chance. Imagine going through all of that money, financially, stress, the extended amount of time it takes to heal,
and it takes 6 months to heal. You get sores around your mouth. They said it was almost like herpes or something like that. Sores around your mouth, your tongue, things like that. You would have round the clock nurses to be taking care of you, because you have to get up, go to the restroom. Like, they would have to do all of that for you. And this is 6 months in the hospital. Not at home.
Yeah.
You have to be on like chemo, and it's just so many things you have to go through. And I'm just like, I am good.
And it's all of that for a 50-50 chance. It's a 50-50 chance. Even if it don't work, you still got to go through all of that.
And you have to be on medication for the rest of your,
yeah.
I'm on medication for the rest of my life. But you have to take this medication. And if you skip a day, it's going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he skipped a day or what happened, but he never.
And then the cost of the meds. I mean, we get blessed enough that the meds that you have right now are usually covered. There's some times where we have to come out of pocket. There's been a couple times we had to come off of 75,
those are good meds.
80. That's $75, $80 for medication, even with insurance.
Right.
The stuff is real. Let's see. Here's a question from my mama. It's my mama, y'all. She said, talk about the limited supply of healthcare professionals who know about the illness. We touched on that just a little bit, but but there are a limited supply of health professionals. And when we say health professionals, this ain't just doctors. This is also nurses and the caregivers who are in the hospital, because sometimes, and babe, I'll let you speak to this one. I'll set this one up for you. But I was talking about the nurses who, they're the ones who are giving the pain meds and stuff. And there's a tendency sometimes to think that a sickler is coming in and they're just drug seeking, that they've become addicted to these pain meds. And I'm gonna tell y'all something about my wife. I can't speak for nobody else. I know, I think I can kind of speak for other people for this one, but I won't speak for them. I'll just speak for my wife. She be trying at all costs to avoid going to the hospital. Even when I be like, babe, do you need to go? Because I know it's going to just get worse and worse and worse. So when she goes in and she's asking for pain meds, for all I know, she in pain right now. When she, when she goes in and she's asking for pain meds, she need that ish, boy. She needs it. But there's a tendency for some nurses to think, oh, you were just here last week.
And a pain crisis can last a couple days. It can last for a day, couple days, weeks, or months.
And so she has a regimen. I don't know if you want to share with your pain, if you want me to say what that is, or if you want to say what that is, or if that ain't nobody's business. But how much pain you get, the Dilaudid, the milligram and all that stuff like that?
So I would get 2 milligrams of Dilaudid every 2 hours, and I think 25
25 milligrams Benadryl or something?
Yeah, I don't think it's 25 milligrams, but
whatever it is, you got to take Benadryl, yeah.
So that's every 6 hours. So just imagine that running through your system for a whole week.
Yeah.
A whole week. So that's just a lot of medication that's going through my body. And imagine you cannot sleep. So I'm getting pain medication with Benadryl, and I cannot sleep.
Yeah, the Benadryl. Tell real quick why you get the Benadryl with the Dilaudid.
So the Dilaudid actually makes your skin itch, it itches or whatever, and the Benadryl will calm it.
Yeah, it's like an allergic reaction a little bit. Yeah. So she can, the Benadryl helps to calm that down. But and speaking of the limited health professionals, the problem with that is that if you get a doctor in there who decides, I don't want you to have 2 milligrams of Dilaudid, so they gonna knock it down 1 milligram. Even some doctors have done even 0.5 milligrams.
Yeah, so I've had this one ER doctor. I came in, and he's a Chinese guy. So came in through ER, and I was in so much pain. He gave me 0.5 milligrams of Dilaudid, and that is the lowest you can go. And then he discharged me. So it was the shortest discharge ever. So I'm just is that it? And he's yeah. So I was so I get my discharge papers, and it says patient claims she's in pain.
Hold on, wait. Say that again. Patient what?
Claims.
Does what?
Claims.
Does what?
That she's in pain.
Claims she's in pain. Y'all hear the
undergirded? And so I'm what does he mean by that? And so I asked the nurse, I was so what is my retic count? And a retic count is the pain level. So it lets you know how much pain you're in. And then she was he didn't take it. And so I was okay. I was so what is my blood count? And the blood count is basically you have a blood count for a regular person. It's 12. for sickler, it goes from like 8 to 6. And that basically lets you know, like, if you need blood, you feel lethargic when you need blood. You feel tired. You feel like you can't do anything. And that's the majority of the time where when I need a blood transfusion, that's what they call it. Blood. What did I just say? Blood count.
Transfusion or blood count. Yeah.
And so my blood count is low. Always. It's always low, like once a month. It drops once a month. So I was like, I'm thinking to myself, like, I need a blood transfusion because I'm in so much pain.
She knows her body.
Yeah,
y'all.
so that's how I know, like, I need a blood transfusion because the pain hits first. And so the worse the pain, the more I know, like, I need a blood transfusion. So she tells me that he didn't take that. So I'm just like, okay, what did he take? And she's like, he didn't take anything. So I was like, he didn't run any tests? She was like, no. Like, what's my potassium level? Oh, he didn't take that either. So I was like, okay, go get him. So I put on my jacket. I was like, I'm going to just go home, try to take the pain. But I was in so much pain. I was like, I can't go home. And so
I clearly was not there this
when he came, I said, can you go get him? And this nurse going to stay right now? And I'm like, no, tomorrow. Like, what do you mean right now? Yes, go get him right now. So he went to go get him, and I was like, sir, I don't like the way you dismissed me. And he's like, I didn't dismiss you, I discharged you. I said, no, you dismissed me. And he's like, what do you mean I dismissed you? I was like, I want to see if he was gonna lie. I was like, what is my retake count? He was like, I didn't take it. I was like, so what is my blood count? I didn't take it. So he was like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, what do you mean? What do I want you to do? I want you to treat me like a sickler, that a person who has sickle cell, take all the tests you need to take so I can know what's going on with my body. Because right now I'm not feeling well and I know that I need to stay. And he's like, I'll be right back. So he comes back. He's like, I'm going to give you more pain medication and I'm going to admit you because your levels are really high. And I looked at him and I reported him. And I was like, I never want to see you again. Like, if you ever see my name on the chart and you have to take care of me, please give me to the next doctor because obviously you don't care about what I'm going through. And so now when I see this doctor, he comes in and he's like, oh, hey, Kenyatta, how are you feeling? And it's always like a change in attitude when they treat me as if I'm a drug seeker and then they see the results. And it's like, oh, this is Kenyatta. Like she's in here all the time, Or last time I took care of her, like her tests were like really bad. And, so you just get a different level of respect after they find out who you really are, so.
And that's the importance of the knowledge of it. That's the importance of knowing it. So health professionals who are not really knowing the disease, not knowing anything about it, end up ultimately making the patient a lot worse off. Like if she'd have gone home with that, that could have fared out real bad. And had she not been able to speak up for herself,
Yeah, I was I remember being between like 10 to 12. And my mom told me, I was laying in the hospital bed and she was rubbing my hands and she was just trying to keep me calm. And she says, Kenyatta, she's like, one day I'm not going to be here and I'm going to need you to speak up for yourself. And once she told me that, I was like, oh man, I got to bawling like, this is not like, I cannot not have you here. Like, I need you, so once she told me that, I'm like, man, I got to deal with this stuff myself. But I mean, that's when you turn to God and you just be like, God, like, help me deal with this, because I don't know where to go from here. Like, this illness is so rare. People don't believe what you go through and they don't want to like even get the knowledge to know. They just want to kind of like dismiss you. It's almost like, oh, sickle cell, like, she'll be all right, so I just had to start speaking up for myself. And I've been into it with some nurses and doctors, and one doctor came in and told me, he's like, so what are you here for? I'm like, pain. I think he probably saw me like a couple days before that. And he's like, pain. And I'm like, yeah. So he goes out and he closed the curtain and I see his little feet turn around to come back to my room. And he says, he had his arms folded and he's like, I think you're addicted. And I looked at him and I'm like, you think I'm addicted? I'm like, for the little medication that y'all give me, you think I want to sit in here for 3 hours for a 2 milligrams worth of Dilaudid and then waste my time? I'm like, I have an aunt who's on drugs. I can go out and hang with her and get rid of this pain within a couple minutes. Like, please don't tell me I'm addicted because I'll be somewhere else trying to get meds. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, we can handle this a different way. I'm not addicted, you know. So, I think that was a stab in the chest. But I went back to the ER one day, probably 3 months later though. And she's this nurse comes in and she's like, Kenyatta, she's like, guess what? And I was like, what? She was so excited to have me as a patient. And she's like, you know, a doctor who told you you're addicted to meds? I was like, yeah. She's like, guess what? I was like, what? She's like, he's gone. She's like, he got fired. And I'm like, oh, so he was an a-hole the whole time. So I don't think it was just me.
He just a-hole.
He was just an a-hole, and they got rid of him because he didn't he didn't respect his clients, or not clients, but patients.
Yeah.
And so I don't think people should be in the profession if you're not gonna take care of your patients in a way that, you know, that you would respect your people. So
here's one right here, and this kind of fits in line with the last question my mom asked. Saying it says what the hospitals that put restrictions on pain meds and ERs, because, like, you know, we're just hitting this right here, so I just want to throw that on the screen. That label them as drug seekers, and I see it as racist. So I will not say the hospital name. She's been to a bunch of different hospitals.
Oh, let's put her on blast.
I'm not gonna do that because I don't feel like going back. And also, I'll tell you the other reason why, because we still have friends who are sicklers who have to deal with these hospitals, and so I don't want to put them at risk if for some reason this blows up. And I don't, but they know who they is, and this doctor that I'm about to say knew who they, because the same doctor almost killed me once upon a time, and he know who he is. So he know who he is. No, that nigga almost killed me for real. I had one time where I had a bout with death, and he was convinced. He was telling my mama, well, you need to change it. I'm gonna do his accent so he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe you need to check your soup. Maybe it's the tide that you're using, and maybe it's I had this not an infection. Well, I guess it was an infection, but I was on a medication. That's how I found out I was allergic to medications with sulfur. And so I was on a medication for a sinus infection that I had, and it had sulfur. It was one of the main ingredients. And I had an allergic reaction. I started blocking up. My mama had to rush me to the ER. Because I had been on it for a few days by this time. She had to rush me, and the infectious doctor in the ER was like, oh, he's probably just allergic to the medication with the sulfur. How come his doctor didn't take him off? And after that, I was like, if I ever see that man again. And so turns out he was also the doctor to my wife. And
for years.
He is now the I'm not saying no names. I'm not saying the hospital. I'm not saying the name of the doctor. But if you from Kankakee, you know exactly who I'm talking about. There's only 2 hospitals in Kankakee, so take your pick who I'm talking about. Now he's the head of medicine, and
crazy.
He's the main reason why some of those cuts were made in the ER. He shouldn't, because he had sicklers as patients, and he should have known better.
I got into it with him too.
Yeah, my wife had to tell him, you are not to see me again. I don't ever want to see you in my.
Don't you see my name. Don't ever come in my. And then the nurse was like, I've never heard you talk like that before. And I'm like, when you step on my toes, you know, about something, like I will let you know how I feel about it. That's just point blank, period. Like, I might be quiet, but I'm gonna let you know how I feel about you.
Yeah. Like, we've literally had to deal with this kind of stuff before. Shout out to Miss Ursula Ellis. She's saying, good morning, Mrs. Locke.
Morning.
There it is. Let's see what Hood said here. He said, shaking my head on a Tylenol price. Look at that, different problems. Like, so not sickle cell, but some other stuff like that he's got to deal with. Keep pushing through, keep pushing together like a power team. Thanks for that, Hood. Yeah, Chris Hood, we'll be with him tomorrow. But yeah, that Tylenol price, that $56 per pill, y'all. Per pill. So let's say you have to take
and the Tylenol,
it don't do nothing either. That's the thing. It don't do anything. I didn't say it. I didn't say it on my podcast. Somebody else said it. There you go. Y'all can read the screen. Yeah, Kim, y'all can read the screen. And my family was kind to this man when he came to Kankakee. So fuck him. Let's see here. When my hubby and I got our marriage license in New York, we had to take blood tests. They were specifically looking to see if either one of us carried the sickle cell trait.
Oh wow.
New York, that's good, man.
That is.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah. I'm curious to know.
Yeah, I think since it's not like out there or people don't really know about it, I think people should go take a blood test before they have kids. And
so you at least know how to prepare. You at least know what you do. It's not saying don't have kids because you got the traits or whatever, because there is a chance that you can. But y'all see my wife, look at her. Don't she look good? Don't she look good? Don't she look good? Right. So you can still have it and still live a productive life. Still be, T-Boz, for instance. The biggest selling artist of all time. And had sickle cell, was still on the road, was still having. It put a lot of restrictions on what she can do, but they didn't stop nothing. You know what I mean? They just had to work around it. Let's see. Here's your mama, saying that you found out at the age of 6 months. That's when they found out. And I need y'all to do me a favor. I don't ask for this real often. I kind of do for the mamas of the show, but y'all go show Miss Sherry Panky some love, because when I say this woman is a saint sent from God, like not only has she been by her daughter's side the whole time, but even to this day, listen, if something goes on, she will take some FMLA and she will be up the road.
She is here.
Listen, the last bout that we had, it was the middle of the night and she was at the ER waiting to get upstairs. And I was like, no, let her upstairs. What the hell? What you asking me for?
I cried thinking about this lady.
Yeah, so and I said this the other day, because I work and I'm doing, y'all know me, I do a million things. I'm on the morning show. I got an actual job. I got, the church. I got a music career. I travel. I'm doing so much stuff. And, I can't put a whole lot of pressure on my wife all the time, obviously. So I take on a lot of pressures, even just in the house. So that's not to say my wife don't do stuff. My wife, sometimes I'll be the one that's telling her, babe, you sit yourself down somewhere. But we got a backyard right behind me, and it had gotten really, really overgrown. We had all these big plans for the summertime. We was gonna do. We had priced an awning. We still got our eye on that one. We just ain't had time to go get it, put it up, because we ain't had time to get out there and clean up, man. And so I'm at work one day, and I look up my mama-in-law, this woman on the screen right here, Miss Sherry Panky. She came up here, she cleaned out the whole thing, pulled up all the weeds, got it looking all, even cleaned up around the outside where the landlord didn't clean up the stuff for that apartment complex.
Our neighbor gonna say they did a good job cleaning up back there. I'm like, nah, my mama did that.
They didn't do that.
She was like, they did. I'm like, my mother did that.
Yeah,
respect her. Okay,
she made
she
sure.
Was like, your mom. I'm like, yes. She was like, she did such a good job. I'm like,
she makes sure we are okay. She makes sure we are all right. And I know that's massive, major sacrifice. Because listen, my mama-in-law, she a feisty little somebody. She be on the move, she be on the go, and she be living her best life. Mama Sherry Staten, I be talking about how you be living your best life. Yeah, Sherry Panky is the same way. It's something about that name, I guess. I don't know.
I actually put the video on YouTube, so y'all can go to my YouTube page and see the video.
Yeah, I should have pulled that down.
It's so. Oh, I'm talking about the backyard.
Oh yes. I thought you were talking about the one with the beach.
That too.
But my mama, y'all go show her some love, because she, she don't leave me hanging. I gotta say thank you, because she doesn't leave me hanging. Because we up here in Chicago, and we up here, and it ain't like we got a whole lot of family around up here. And Mama lived down in Kankakee, and she will get on that highway. She don't even like driving at night. But if it come down to something with her baby, she is right there. And she's not overbearing either. She could be one of the mother-in-laws that come in and be like, all right, you get out the way. Mama's here. And that, where they can cause tension with us. And she is not that way. Like, she just wants to. So she
just loves on us.
Yeah. So y'all show her some love. Yeah. There goes Past Star Rich Holmes. Obviously, he's not on with us today because we're talking about this subject with me and the wife. But y'all go show him some love because he's not on what he said we look. He said we looking great. He said we looking great, babe.
Thanks, Rich.
You make me look better. You go.
I do. People have been telling you that the whole time.
I make her look good. Yeah,
we go through this all the time.
Look at that. Auntie Regina, I love the love you both have for each other.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. Talking about the lotion, so that was what I was saying. Picking up the lotion. So my wife, she I'll let you talk about this, babe. But she got, we got a bag, and I be fussing about this because she don't always keep it together, the bag together. But she got some items that she likes to have at the hospital. Tell the people what your items are, babe. I'll let you talk about it.
So I have lotion, my head wrap, a silk pillow, case, all the smell goods, pajamas.
She loves her onesies.
I wear onesies in the hospital.
She got like hella onesies, y'all.
I have 21 onesies.
You got 21 onesies? Yeah. Jesus Christ! Like,
I need to get rid of some of them, but so yeah, that's about it, I think.
Yeah. So she wears her onesie.
Comb and brush if my hair is,
She be having her lashes in there. Like, she be having her lashes. She be smelling good. You walk in the room, you smell Bath and Body Works,
The nurses love coming to my room. Like, it smells so good in here. This is the only room I like coming in.
Yeah. Shout out to Miss Rhonda on the rocks as well.
Rhonda.
She's not with us today either. None of the co-hosts obviously are here today because I have this beautiful lady here with us. So shout out to Miss Rhonda on the rocks, and I will always give a shameless plug. Y'all go subscribe to her podcast. She dropped 2 new episodes the other day that I haven't seen yet. And look at Mama saying, Zeke, thank you for loving my daughter.
She is wonderful.
She get on my nerves, Mama. Let me tell y'all the real secret. Let me tell y'all the real truth. This is really what be happening. She be blink twice if you. Let's see. Thank you, Miss Brenda Rose. Such a beautiful wife. She is.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Aunt Regina, that doctor never checked the chart, records, nothing like that. Yep, thought she was
didn't even know me.
It. Yeah. Didn't know her from Adam and Eve. Yeah. I love what Mama said here, though. We have to continue to pray for them. That does the ones that don't understand the medical field. Yeah. Like, because we can fuss, and trust me, we will fuss. Like, we'll fuss, but at the end of the day, we ain't the only, she ain't the only person in the world with sickle cell. There's other people that's gonna come in and have sickle cell, and just because we said to that doctor or that nurse, "No, I don't want you no more," don't mean the next person with sickle cell ain't gonna come in. But if we don't speak up, then if she doesn't speak up about what's going on, or why, and explain to them why I'm upset with you, then it doesn't change the trajectory for somebody else. And so that's why I thought today's episode was just a good time to do this. And this ain't the only time we'll do this,
But we have like good relationships with a lot of doctors and nurses. I actually have a doctor who let me stay in her condo in Florida, in Clearwater, Florida. She gave me the keys with me and a friend of mine, and she let us stay in her condo, and we woke up to swimming dolphins. And I'm just like, you don't want anything? Like any money or anything? She's like, no, honey, enjoy yourself, have fun. And I'm like, what? Like, you giving me the keys to your condo, doc? And she's like, yeah, enjoy. And then I have another doctor who actually gave me his personal number. He's like, you call me anytime you need me. He's like, I don't care where you are. Just let me know what's going on. And so I'm like, this your personal number, doc? Yes, it's my personal number. And he actually hooked me up with another doctor who let me rent from him for my shop that I have.
Yeah, he has
my waxing shop. Yeah. So he's like, oh, that's my best friend. He was like, let me call him and let him know that, I know you.
Yeah.
So that doctor opened up his room for me.
And I will say those doctors' names, Dr. Patel and Dr. Patel.
Yeah.
It's Dr. Patel. Both of them be like, yeah, there's a lot of Dr. Patels around here.
I was telling him, I'm looking for a room. I just quit the other shop. And he was like, and I was letting him know that, guess what his name is? He was like, what? He was like, Dr. Patel. And I'm like, he's like, where's his shop? And I'm like, in Indianapolis. He was like, oh, I was over his house last night. That's my best friend. I'm like, what? He was like, I'm going to call and let him know I know you. I was like, okay.
Yeah, he became your primary.
Yeah. And the other Dr. Patel became my primary.
And then the one that's the hospitalist, he acts as her primary.
Yeah.
Because he lets people know in the hospital, like, no, that's Kim Yada. You take care of her.
Yeah.
And that started off actually kind of. So this is the benefit of why you got to pray for him and explain stuff.
Yeah.
Because when we first met him and Styx, she tells him this story. She was like, I didn't like him. She told her other doctor. Shout out to Dr. Sadani. Dr. Sadani has been a blessing.
Yeah.
Listen,
love him.
It's ever since Dr. Alford, ever since that whole thing happened with the hospital he was at, that I won't say.
Yeah.
But I won't say the hospital, but I'll let somebody else say the hospital. Hold on, wait a minute. I ain't gonna go find. No, there it is, right there it is. I won't say the hospital, but after all that stuff happened with a certain hospital in a certain city that we're from, and I say the city I'm from all the time, you can go find it. Dr. Sadani, we didn't think we'd ever find another hematologist that was that good. We had a couple good hospitalists at that other hospital that I will not mention, and they got rid of them. I mean, they were great. Great. Yeah. Shout out to Dr. A. Shout out to Dr. Mister. I miss Dr. Mister, man. I miss him. Oh my God. But Dr. Alfred was so good. Those hospitals were so good. Yeah. And then we went through bouts with really, really bad doctors. And then Dr. Sadani was just
he came back.
godsend. Yeah. So anyways, Styx told him, I didn't like that one doctor that and he actually came back.
I complained about him for a whole year. And I'm like, are you ever going to say anything to him? And so he just came in my room. The doctor I didn't care for came in my room one day, and he just slowly talked to me, and I'm just like, okay, this is a different mood. I'm like, he must, found that I told on him. Well, I've been telling him for a whole year. I didn't appreciate when he used to come in my room because to just be like, and I'm like, no, I need to talk. My body is going through changes, and you're rushing me through what I'm trying to talk about. So. And I know doctors are busy, but now he comes in my room. He sits down. He kicks his leg up. He's like, how's Zeke? How's this? How's that? So one nurse came in my room. She's like, he must really likes you because he never sits down in anybody's room or he never gets comfortable. And I'm like, well, I tend to do that to people. So.
And we love this man.
Yeah.
We love this man now. He is the homie now. He might be watching us right now for all I know. So if he is, Dr. Patel, listen, we appreciate you in ways that you don't even understand. I mean, and we always trying to think how can we just think because this particular hospital that we go to,
it's almost like I want to thank everybody.
Yeah, we're actually gonna do.
These are special people that came into our lives and kind of they take care of both of us. They take care of all of my family. Period. So they're a blessing.
Miss Ursula Ellis says, understand completely with some of the doctors' misdiagnosis. It's frustrating. And the misdiagnosis really just come, in her case at least, in my wife's case, has been just from doctors who don't listen. They don't listen. As y'all can see, we obviously going over a little bit today. So if you don't mind sticking around, and that's cool. Wife, can you stick around a little bit? You probably got an appointment.
I can't. I do have an appointment at 12:30, but it's okay.
12:30, I gotta be at work today. So
okay. I
gotta be gone by then. I got so many other things going on today too. So let's see here. Which doctor was that? You told him sending another doctor. Was that the one?
That's Dr. Patel.
Got you. Yeah. Now it's now
he won't leave the room.
Yeah, that would be what Dr. Patel say?
Don't you have other patients to go look at?
When another doctor comes in, we'd be like, well, what Dr. Patel say? Listen. I like this right here. How long did it take to clear up after having pain meds? That's a good one.
To clear up, as in
Like, so
the
after
pain?
like when you come home, well, I guess I'll ask it from both of those standpoints. Then, first off, how long does it take the pain meds to hit that makes the pain stop?
So here's the thing. It can stop right away, but sometimes when they push the pain med, it can get worse. That's what's crazy. So I didn't tell you yesterday, but yes, I was in ER.
See, now I saw the wristband on her thing. She was like, "No, I had a doctor's appointment." See, now this is the other thing, y'all. Let me show y'all something. When I said she was strong, she be trying to keep stuff away from me sometimes.
Because I don't want him to stress. Zeke will stress, and sometimes it's not that serious. And I'm just like, it's okay. I'll get through it. It's not that, it's not that serious right now, but I don't want it to get that serious to where I'm in the hospital and he has to take off and things like that. So yesterday I had to go get a blood transfusion or go get blood. So here's the tag where they take blood and take my blood, and then they have to match other blood, because it's almost like a mixture, because I have so many antibodies in my blood to where they have to kind of like find a different blood type in order to make my blood now. And so I was in pain, and then they were like, we're just gonna get your blood and we're gonna send you to ER. And so I just went to ER after my doctor's appointment, and they gave me pain meds, and then I was out. So yes, I was in ER yesterday. Sorry. Mama knew.
Listen,
Mama knew. I told Mama.
I saw the tags on her arm. I had a doctor's appointment. I'm like, you don't get that ish from no doctor's appointment. But I know sometimes you have to go in and like do some, so sometimes going to the infusion clinic, sometimes they give her certain tags, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe it was
So yeah, back to Brenda.
Yes. So after having all the pain meds, because you mentioned that having like after a week of having all those pain meds and all that stuff, by the time you come home, is like a week of recovery or so. Sometimes 3 or 4 days. So let's talk about that a little bit real quick. How much does it take to clear up after all those meds are in your system? How long before you start feeling about yourself again?
I would say about 3 days. I need 3 days to kind of chill out. I don't eat. I don't have an appetite or anything like that. So that's about it. I'll just drink water or some type of clear liquid or clear pop, and then I'm back up and I'm ready to go.
Yeah. She only needs 3 days, because that's how long it took Jesus to come out the grave. So babe, you supposed to have my tambourine ready when I say that.
No,
babe, you ain't. She ain't churchy enough, y'all. That's the problem. She ain't churchy enough. She don't know when to take a tambourine and get a quick in it. When I say Jesus, you like oh Lord, how excellent.
And sickle cell can also interfere with holidays, birthdays, special occasions, vacations. Like the last visit we just had, I was supposed to go to Georgia to help my sister out with her surgery. And so I was locked up in the hospital and couldn't make it. So I've had to cancel so many, different events and things like that.
You were in there 4th of July too this year.
I was in there last year for the 4th too, wasn't I?
I don't remember. Maybe
I was in there twice. Since I've been here, I was in the hospital twice for the 4th of July, and I just watched the fireworks from my window. But
I spent my 4th of July at the hospital.
I miss family members' funerals, and I miss my uncle's funeral. So after that, they just had to show me where the gravesite was. It kind of hurt my heart, because that was like one of my favorite uncles or whatever. But it's just kind of it's kind of hurtful, and sometimes I do feel lonely because I don't think people understand like what I go through, and I just hold it in and keep it to myself. So I don't really express how I feel about it. I just hold a lot in, and I don't know if I ever told my mother this, but one time
we'll find out today.
I know, right? One time I tried to, and Zeke has been through the same situation where he said he wanted to he went through depression and he wanted to take his life. Like I actually went through it. You know, I tried to take my own life. And because I didn't know where life was taking me. I just didn't understand what was going on with my body. And it's almost like you don't know which route to take, direction, or anything like that. Nobody understands you. So I tried to take my own life, and coming back to reality, God, like, tried to throw in the towel. God threw that towel back like, no, you gotta wipe them tears.
You threw it a towel.
Right. Wipe them tears.
Take this towel and wipe your tears.
Dry your face. Wipe that sweat off your face, because I got a lot more for you in life. So
yeah,
I think God has me here for a reason. Sometimes I just don't understand what the reason is. But
have my babies.
but
that's even a thing though. Like, we have to be mindful and careful, even like trying to have kids. I mean, it's like real stuff that we have to think about and consider that that comes with this. I'll give a quick anecdote. Then there was one time she was in there for Thanksgiving, and it was actually her and one of her best friends who was also a sickler. Shout out Chantrice. And it was Thanksgiving, and
we should have posted that picture.
Oh, we should. We gotta prepare for this kind of stuff.
I wanted to tell you to post a lot of things because I wanted to show some things or whatever. Yeah, but I don't know how long it takes to upload things.
But I remember I came up to the hospital and I had her go to Treese's room. I had the nurses like have her down there, so she was down there hanging out and stuff like that. And then neither one of them knew that I was about to do this. Neither one of them knew this was happening. But I had a bunch of food put together, all of that stuff. I had the nurses get me a table. We brought the tablecloths. They helped me put the decorations up. When you got good nursing staff around you, they'll help you do this kind of stuff. And we put decorations up. We had the candles in the room. We had the chairs out, had a table, and we had Thanksgiving that night with Treese and my wife. And,
it was set, my sister.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. We came up there, and we were able to have a holiday in the hospital, because I don't like her being up there, missing out on all the different stuff. And obviously, so that was, yeah. So sometimes we find ways around it. And then, just to go back to the question, how long does it take to clear up after having the meds? Here's another tradition that we do. When she gets out of the hospital, we have a tradition that as soon as she gets out, we take a ride. Like, we just so she can see the world again. So she can, because sometimes
it's hard to adapt. Yeah, it's kind of hard to adapt when you get out the hospital, for so long. Sometimes, like, it's even hard to, like, driving or whatever. You're like, okay, I need to, but I can still drive. It's just like,
already a bad driver,
it's just weird, like, it's weird getting out the hospital because you just have to adapt to everything again. It's like you locked up. Even with your muscles, you learn, like, you're lying in bed for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And then you come home, even like getting up off the stool. It's like, man, I can't jump up like I used to. Like, my legs are weak, my thighs are weak. So I just have to, like, get those muscles going back. Whatever.
Yeah. No, it's real.
So
we have a tradition. We take a ride just to see the world around. We take a ride. We spend a few hours and just drive somewhere, just get lost. It's been times we drive and we be like, we probably better get a hotel.
Right, that part.
We literally did that one time, like last summer. I looked up, I was like, are we in Michigan?
Let's go and get this hotel real quick. We ain't driving back. Looked at traffic on the other side, like,
right. We looked at the traffic on the other side. We was like, I looked up literally. I didn't. We just driving and talking. I was like, are we in Michigan? Like, how the hell did we get in Michigan? Like,
we had to go buy a toothbrush.
Right. We had no clothes packed. No shoes, no change of drawers. So we just ended up going all the way to like Kalamazoo, and that was, we just stayed in Kalamazoo.
That was fun, though.
We went to the Walmart, and we just made a whole thing out of it, just to get reacquainted to the world, just to, it's like there's a weekend in Michigan, like an unexpected weekend. So that's kind of one of our things. That was crazy work when that happened. Let's see. I'm trying to see.
Brenda, I'm also. Can you scroll back up? Was that Brenda who said that?
Yeah, let's stay on the screen. Yeah.
I'll scroll back up a little bit.
Where is that?
They actually. Lupus, yes. I'm actually supposedly been diagnosed with lupus as well. So I don't claim that.
Yeah, and we have not really no treatments or nothing.
Yeah.
Really about they said this 2 years ago and 3 years
I
ago.
don't claim it. I'm like, I
maybe
don't
longer
know
than that
this.
now, right?
Yeah,
like
so-
4, 5 years. Like, yeah. And then
Y'all are not about to throw that on me.
throw that back. They said, "Here's lupus." You said,
Right.
"Yeah, you
Nah,
got
thank
it." But yeah, people with lupus experience a lot of these same things
Uh-huh.
too. So we're talking about sickle cell, but there's other people. That's why I say you don't know what other people are dealing with, and that's why you got to have grace. That's why you got to get as much understanding as you can. Like in the words of Rich Holmes, gain knowledge, right? Like because different people with these different illnesses, these chronic illnesses and things that pull people out, and you don't know what they're going. Somebody might be having that stank face or not showing up to something, or like you think they're unreliable, and maybe in a sense, yeah, that's true. But did you ask why?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ask why? Do you understand the why?
There's this one classmate I used to have, and she worked at a bank, and she's like, I cannot stand my coworker. He has sickle cell, and he's always down and not doing this and not doing that. And I'm like, she was like, and I told him I know a person with sickle cell, and she never acts like that.
Red flag.
I'm like, okay,
Don't do
first of all, I was like, you can't compare sicklers. Like, there's no way you should compare people with sickle cell because one goes through more than another or the other. So I don't know what his case was. I know some sicklers who take sickle cell to another level, and I don't agree with. So, but I don't judge him either. It is what it is. If you feel that way, then you feel that way. I can't tell you what you feel like. But I told her, I was like, you can't compare us. I was like, because I'm a person who actually don't live like I don't have sickle cell. Sometimes people have to tell me to sit down. So it's like, don't say this person is worse off than this person, or don't put me on a pedestal because I don't show or don't act like I have sickle cell. I'm gonna always act like I don't have sickle cell. That's my issue.
Mm-hmm.
That is the biggest problem for me. I act like I don't have it, and that's what gets me in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it hits real hard as a result, which is why I'm always like, bad. One of my biggest stresses is just telling her, sit down for a minute. Like, God, like, quit. You do not need to go all the way over there to get a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Like, you don't have to take a long drive for, or just wait for me to have a minute and I'll take you myself, or. And
I also feel like, people tell me, I admire you so much because you're just so strong and this and that. And I have to let them know, like, this is not my strength. This is God's strength. You know what I mean?
Where is my tambourine?
Like, this is for real.
I know. This is a tambourine moment.
This is not a tambourine moment.
It's a tambourine moment. You ain't from the Pentecostal church. This is a tambourine moment.
I don't want to have headache.
You said God's strength.
For real. This is God's strength because it is not me. This is not my flesh. This is basically running off God. Because if, like I said, if it was me, I tried to throw in the towel a long time ago and it just didn't work. God said, I don't want you up here right now. You got other things to do, other things to take care of. So, anyways, so yeah, like I've always said, after that, after I came back to reality, it's just I realized it's just not my flesh.
Mm-hmm. Here's one right here. Rhonda says, when you go through in vitro fertilization, IVF, they also test you for sickle cell. So, yeah, I think that was in response to what Mama Sherry Staten was saying in New York before you had to take that blood test. And one of the things they're testing for is sickle cell. Yeah. Let's see here. Shamika said we look like a commercial for skin products. We kind of do though. Like, look at the.
Oh my God!
Just let your skin glow.
Just let it glow.
Skin products. Let's see. I missed Jamaica's question. Jamaica, do me a favor because I'm scrolling through all these comments and I probably did miss some. If I missed the question, go ahead and re-ask it. It's okay. Jamaica, re-ask it. I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Wow.
Oh wow!
So is that a thing that happens?
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Didn't go through menopause. Wow. Is that a blessing in disguise or not? Like, is
Yeah.
for everybody that's been through menopause, is that a I'm making.
I've never heard
I don't
of
mean to
that.
make a joke, but I didn't know that. Yeah, but that's like you going through puberty late with sickle cell. You know,
Yeah.
like it has these kinds of impacts on the body. You know, yeah. Thanks for sharing the info on the disease. Knowledge is power. Yeah. Here's one right here. Teach your child to take names. Yeah.
What you mean, man?
I'm assuming taking names of doctors, taking names of
nurses. Oh, yeah.
People who you don't need to.
Yeah. All those nurses who were slapping me to come back to. Remember you told me that?
Huh?
Remember you told me like all the nurses were slapping me like, look at it, wake up, look at us.
Yeah.
I want them to be lined up because I want my lick back. Every last one of them needs to line up. You should have been getting names, babe.
I should have. I was too. There was one nurse that's in that situation. If she ever sees this, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you so hard because I went off this last time. I kind of went off a little bit. So the first thing I did. So my sister-in-law, Fui, she's a registered nurse, so she knows. She knows stuff. She's a nurse, So when this happened, it happened so sudden. It was so quick. It came out of nowhere, and I didn't know what was going on, and I just needed to call somebody. I needed to understand what was happening. So I put her on FaceTime. I was like, I just turned the camera around. I was like, yo, look at this. This was happening right Styx right now. Just stay on the phone with me. Just stay. And I was like, I'm crying. I'm like, it's starting to well up, because big sister on the phone now. So I'm, like. And then the nurse was like, no, you cannot record in here. You cannot. And I'm like, this is my sister. This is my sister-in-law. Like, she's a nurse. I need to know what's going on. No, you need to put that down. You need to, or you need to get. I'm like, no, I'm doing it. So I'm going back and forth. So just out of, I'm like, fool, let me just call you back because it was just too much going on. I ain't had time to argue with that. This was what was most important in the moment. So I turned it off, and then a security guard came in. I was like, so what the fuck you gonna do? You gonna send security? How you gonna do this? And he was like, no. The security guard was like, no. They always do that whenever there's they're just part of the crisis response team. That's all. Okay. Security guard is just part of the crisis response team. So then, he left out of the room because obviously I was in an elevated stand right there. She was trying to apologize as we were headed to the ICU, and I wasn't hearing it in that moment. When I came back down to get your stuff and all that, she was trying to. I'm sorry, it's just hospital policy. We wanted to make sure that when they're in that state, just protecting the patient and this, that, and other. I'm like, yeah, no, I understand. All right, cool. And just I was not myself in that moment, obviously. But I mean, it was a crisis situation. I mean, literally 20 minutes ago, we laughing and watching Family Feud or something, you know what I mean? And they're like, now we headed to the ICU and there's a fire truck in here and there's there's a security guy, there's 20 nurses. I mean, literally,
it was so many nurses in there.
And this is also the second day in a row this happened. Like this is second day in a row we went through this. So I was stressed, overwhelmed. I wasn't in my right mind. So those nurses, they really are good nurses, and I don't mean
that second night was
to ever be rude. Yeah, I don't ever mean to come off rude when that happens, and so that hit me, and I felt really bad after that. But also in the moment, it was like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Jamaica said, does it have to be clear liquid that you drink? So like water, and you say you drink clear pop and stuff like that.
Yeah, like a ginger ale or something like that. It doesn't have to be clear, but that's what my body thinks. When I get sick, I don't like orange juice, but my body thinks for orange juice. I don't know what that's about. But clear liquids is what I think for. So it doesn't have to be clear though.
This Miss Brenda Rose saying right here. See, so now that I know a little something about Miss Brenda Rose, when she be sick, now I know. See, y'all, that's why we had these kind of conversations, knowing she deals with lupus, because Miss Brenda Rose was sick recently and she hadn't been on the show for a while and we didn't see her. And she said that she was So now we know why. So Lock Stars, now y'all know how to pray for each other, for our family. Mm-hmm. My wife got sickle cell. Miss Brenda Rose dealing with this. She said call the pharmaceutical company. They'll take care of some prescriptions. She had one. Jesus Christ. And these are real numbers, y'all. Like So you see what I'm saying? Other illnesses deal with the same thing. $1,200. And so she tries not to wait until the last minute when she needs to go into the hospital or something like that. My wife, that you need to listen to that wisdom, babe. Mm-hmm. Although she did yesterday, so sometimes she's been getting better about it. I think she's been getting better. I try to be proactive. Yeah,
but when you're proactive, they really look at you as a drug seeker. That's the crazy part, because it won't hit your test until maybe like days later. Like all the symptoms and everything, it won't show up on your test until like days later. So it's like I'm trying to be proactive, but nothing is showing up right now. So you're a drug seeker.
Yeah. We're gonna keep it moving real quick. I'll take a few more questions on here. I think Jamaica's like going to ask another question that I'm supposed to answer. I think it was a question for me somewhere in there. So we'll look for that one so I can be mindful to that. But Auntie, are you a part of a support group?
I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah.
I've tried one time.
Yeah, I think you and Tracy Trees tried to start something off once, right?
That too.
Well, at the particular hospital that I won't name.
Yeah. So, yeah.
To that hospital.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I tried, but it just wasn't for me.
Yeah. Well, I think that you because what you're doing right now is essentially what happens in a support group.
Yeah, that's
true. You get to talk to other people who have it and share knowledge and information back and forth. And tell
they were always like they had us running around and doing like other things, and it'll get canceled because people wouldn't show up, and it was just like, okay, I'm not about to keep running to Chicago trying to participate in something that they don't have together. So they were just unorganized with it, so I just didn't try anymore.
And Rondo on the Rocks agrees with me. You got to beat them tambourines. You got to, for your breakthrough. All right, my wife gonna beat me up. Yeah. That's what y'all don't. Oh, look, Miss Ursula Ellis' sister has lupus. See, then people dealing with these different things, you know. Different people deal with these different things, you know. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm just trying to scroll through some stuff, see if there's anything I miss. Man, this is let's see here. This is good. Okay, cool. I was looking to see if Jamaica asked the question. I'll scroll up and look for it. Because I want to, I want to at least make sure I get as many questions in there.
I'm gonna tell this story real quick.
Yeah,
One time,
please do.
my friend, she has sickle cell too. Shout out to Trees, the lady we were just talking about. And she went to. We have a mutual friend that was getting married, and she had a bridal shower, and so Trees went to the one hospital, and I went to another hospital. But we didn't know we were in the same we didn't know we were in a hospital. So the girl, like Dana, I said her name. Our friend thought that we set it up, and she was like, "Did you set this up? Did y'all not want to come to my bridal shower?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Why wouldn't I want to come to the bridal shower?" And she was like, "Because she's in the hospital too." And I'm like, "I haven't even talked to her. Like, I had no idea she was in the hospital." So she was in one hospital and I was in the other hospital, and our friend thought that we didn't want to come to her bridal shower, and we just set her up. And I'm like, "Girl, no, we would never do that to you." So, and then we're in the wedding, so why wouldn't we want to like be there to support you? And so things can just happen all of a sudden and just interfere with different events that you're either in or want to go to or be a part of. So you just never know, like, when a sickle cell crisis will happen, or if you have to stay in the hospital. I know plenty of times where I would go to the ER, and then they'll come in and they'll give you a folder, and they'll say, "You're getting admitted. You're going to go upstairs, da da da." That happens every time you go to the ER and you get admitted. So there's been times where I want to take that folder and slap the lady and like, I got things to do. I gotta go home and cook. I got this going on tomorrow. I got that going on. Like, there's no way you can stop it, you know? So it's always like, no, we're going to tell you what to do because this is what you need done, because your body is telling you you are not going to be able to sustain some things because you got this going on. So, you know, that's hard. Yeah. That's even hard. I've cried plenty of times in ER. Like, I just got things to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah. I think this is the question Jamaica was talking about right here. We got about 5 minutes and we need to get on out of here. I do have to pay the bills, babe. Let's see. And you got appointment. Yeah. So let's see it. Tell us a little bit about your journey and learning. This is for me. And learning how to take care of Styx, and what to do. How to take care of Styx and like what I do during the crisis and all that. So actually, interestingly enough, I don't think we got a system, but like when she goes to the ER, and y'all probably might think this is wild, but I used to go and just be sitting in the ER with her, being there 3-4 hours and all that. And then one day we just thought, we was like, look, we can't do that. Like, we can't do that. We can't both be like out for the count, because we do that and we end up out for the count, both of us, enough. So I actually drop her off at the ER, believe it or not. Like,
I was like, don't stay here.
Yeah, because there's really nothing I can do at the ER other than sit there and look at her. And, you know, now if she's in real bad pain or something like that, like if I'm staying at the ER with her while she's at the ER, because that's usually where the starting point is the emergency room, unfortunately.
Do you remember your first time?
First time that what?
When I had a crisis? When I had a crisis.
Oh, I was like, our mothers are on here.
I brought it
up. First time. Do I remember first time you had a crisis?
Yeah.
I don't actually.
I don't.
I was gonna say I don't. I mean, I really don't. I remember coming to see you at the hospital and stuff, and just being at the hospital sometimes, and I remember that. But I don't remember.
Yeah, me either.
I don't actually. Yeah. But you know, so I'll drop her off at the ER. Honestly, and I go back home and do whatever I was doing. You know what I mean? Like, because I know, like, you know, it might turn into a hospital stay. It might not. It might be, you know. But then that means that maybe I have to, because say she goes to the hospital at, let's call it 9:00 at night, right? Then I know that, you know, middle of the night, I'm probably headed back to the hospital to pick her up. So there's those times, or there's times where, you know, there've been times where I've canceled rehearsals, studio sessions. There've been times, you know, and a lot of times people think that I just be like, you know, Zeke must be being lazy, or Zeke must be being, or he must be just trying to do it. And some people have, just like you said, the friend who was, did y'all set this up? Sometimes people think that I just be leaving them hanging, and it's like, no, y'all, my wife, legit, like this just, something just came up, and I got to be there for it. I got to go in there. There was, because sometimes, you know, depending on the hospital stay and how things are going, I don't necessarily go every day when she's at the hospital, but there are times, you know, if it's real bad. But this last go round, literally 2 days in a row, I was working on something musically, and I wanted to get it done. I mean, I was, y'all know that I was trying to get it done, and something just hit me like, go see your wife. It was like, and so it was like, I look up and it was like 7:30. So I didn't hesitate. I didn't think. I just jumped up, got in there right when it was about to start closing the doors down. And then within 20 minutes of being there, 30 minutes of being there, here she go. Like, here come the fire truck. Here come 30 nurses. Here come, you know, like half the hospital staff. Like that first night though, it was like, it had to be like 30 or 40 people in there. But it was because they were going through shift change. So it was like the nurse and the person who was changing over, that they all came. It was just like, you know, and then the next night, the exact same thing. Go see your wife. And then boom, that's when you ended up in the ICU.
Yeah. I remember my first time having a crisis. I was about 6 years old, 6 years old. I think we were in Chicago. Is it called Larry Beatty, the hospital?
Yeah. La Rabida.
Yeah. But
you been to La Rabida before?
I used to stay there.
I didn't know that. The one we go past all the time. We go past the hospital. Literally, all the time. You've never mentioned that you've been in the hospital.
I used to stay at Children's Hospital in Chicago all the time. It was that one and another one, but
we drive past that hospital literally.
We were in the hospital
4 or 5 times a month.
I remember being very low to the ground in a hospital bed, and I started having this real bad pain. It was so excruciating. And I'm just like, oh my God. So I bought up in the fetal position, and my mom gets nervous and she goes up. And I told her to stop touching me. That hurt my heart so bad. I was so like hurt, and I'm just like, I don't know what this is. Just get your hands off of me. And when she said that, and when she heard that, she was like, oh no, something wrong with my baby. So she ran and got the nurse, and the nurse ran in there, and she's like, oh, she's having a sickle cell crisis. And she was like, a sickle cell crisis. She was like, okay. So that's when the lady kind of like, walked us through it or whatever. And then when I was done having a crisis, my body was so tired and lethargic. I was just like having these like, deep breaths, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And then I'm like, it hit me. I'm like, this what sickle cell is? Is this what sickle cell is? Because I don't think I can handle this. And so that's when I realized what sickle cell was and how it would affect me for the rest of my life. So yeah.
That's scary. The closest thing I got to even knowing what that is, and this at least helped me a little bit to understand it, because I felt like it was worse when I have an asthma attack. Like that fear of like, is this it? Like, is this, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the back of my mind when I'm having an asthma attack. That's always what I'm thinking in the back of my head. Like, is this how I'm going out, Lord? Like,
yeah, exactly.
This how it's going to hit? Not like this.
Exactly.
Man. Not on a random August night. Like, no, God. But that I've only had to be hospitalized for that once, and I didn't even let them keep me then. Like, you know what I mean? I've had to go to the hospital for it, but I would never let them keep me in the hospital because I don't want to stay in the hospital. But I had to learn to appreciate a hospital. I hate going to the hospital, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I hate going to the hospital. I hate it. But I know it's a necessary that we have to deal with. And so I will say, at least to the hospital that we do go to now, like, I thank God for them. Because they make it a little bit easier. Staff matters, man. The staff matters. If you're in the medical field or you know somebody in the medical field, and we've been talking about sickle cell, but as you've heard, we've got other things out there, lupus, and people understand when it's the big C. They understand cancer. We turn head over heels over cancer stuff. But some people have these chronic things that you just have them, and you just don't have them. And I will say this much for my church people that are out there: while we pray and we believe that the Lord can heal, and if the Lord chooses to do so, we ain't gonna turn that down. Ain't gonna turn it down.
I'm always open for it,
but He ain't did it yet. And so one thing that I think that maybe I'm speaking for her, and maybe I'm speaking a little out of turn, but one thing that sometimes can be a little frustrating is when people come up and ask a ton of questions and then try to scapegoat it into, well, we just gonna, because the Lord gonna take care of that. It's gonna be that, this, that, and the other. And they start wanting to do all this and Lord just bless and touch and do it. And we be like, please get off. Oh, yes, like, please, like, listen, we know what it is. We get it.
You got to heal from it.
Yeah, and start wanting to push it down on the floor and all that. Like, listen,
that experience. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we aren't trying to scapegoat nothing. Please don't scapegoat stuff. Please don't, like none of that kind of stuff like that. We honest to God, like we know what it is. We know what it is. Your mama said you was 10, by the way.
Okay, Mom.
Yeah. But honestly, like we don't try to scapegoat stuff with and this is gonna sound maybe a little sacrilegious to somebody. I'm not saying I don't trust or believe God, but I'm saying if this is the thorn in her side, and now she's become the thorn in my side. No, honestly, like we don't try to scapegoat it. We just thank God for His grace in spite of it. And so sometimes it can be a little frustrating when you deal. And I know people have the best intentions, or sometimes people can do another thing and they do that thing where they be like, "Oh, how you doing?" So she don't like talking about it. This, y'all give it up for my wife, for real. This is a big step talking about this. I've been trying to get her for the longest. Babe, talk about it. Talk about it. Use your voice. Talk. Let people know, because one thing she don't like, and I'm letting y'all know this. If you ever see her in person, don't hit her with the "How you doing?" We know you got the best intentions. I know it. You got the best intentions. You wanna genuinely know.
No harm, but
yeah. Don't do the thing. It's that look.
The pity party.
Yeah, the pity party.
Pity party, yeah.
Petty party.
Pity party. I do not like no pity parties. I don't like to join them. I don't like to participate in them. I just don't like them. I never did. Never have. Never did. Never will.
For the longest, she wouldn't let me buy her flowers for that very reason. Like, and now she lets me get flowers. I try to keep fresh flowers. Although I ain't got none in a while. I've been thinking about it. I need to go to the flower shop. But
you do.
Yeah. See, now she likes flowers and stuff. But she didn't used to. It's that pity party. It's those. You know that look that people give you when you're sick. They give you that. And it's like every other person. It's like every person you see is. You know what I mean?
I like pity parties though. Yeah. Like when they get sick, I can see it. You know, it's cool, but I'm just not one.
Yeah. So those are things. Those are ways that if you really want to, if you want to really show support when when you're around her, just treat my wife like a normal person, because she is a normal person. She just happens to have sickle cell. She ain't a normal person. She's the wife of Zeke, which makes her not normal. So that makes her not normal by itself. But come on, we talking about big wins yesterday. Yeah. I got a big win, and so she has a bigger win. I have a really big win, a great win. And she has an even bigger win. She married me.
Dude, I appreciate you, man.
Oh, I thought she's gonna let me be arrogant. Okay, I'll take it. Hey,
you deserve it.
Yeah, But if you want to really advocate with us and all that stuff, you can pray for us. You can do all of that stuff. We take that. We love all of that. But don't give her the eyes. How you doing, Kenya? Don't do it. Just say hi. Throw a football at her. Don't throw a football at her. Please don't do that. You got a problem with me.
Yeah. And I'll be doing more videos on Sickle Cell on my YouTube page. So y'all can follow me. Kenyatta Panky. I think I need to change my name. I don't even think it's Panky on there. It's just Kenyatta. It's just Kenyatta.
I know a girl named Kenyatta Panky.
YHATTA. I think it's just Kenyatta, KIMYHATTA. So if y'all follow me on YouTube, y'all see more insights on my sickle cell journey, because I am starting to talk about it more because people would like to know. So yeah.
She didn't like talking about it because people then automatically go straight to it turns into that instead of "Hey Styx," it turns into "How you doing, Kenyatta?" And a lot of people do that. I know they mean the best intentions. A lot of people ask me all the time, "How is that?" I'll be like, "Look, y'all, God, she all right." Yeah, sometimes she in the hospital, and I still be like, "She all right," and that sounds crazy sometimes, but sometimes the best support is just to, allow us to just
be regular.
So, y'all, we gotta get out of here. I gotta actually go to a job that pays the bills, and I'm doing some I got a lot going on today, so this has been good. I've appreciated my wife being here with us. Like my mama-in-law said, she does good eyebrows and waxing and all that stuff, and she does. I need my brows waxed tonight, babe. Yeah. Look, even Rhonda on the Rocks needs an appointment. Look at that. Boom. So there it is, and she'll make sure to share all that stuff with y'all. But we got to get out of here. Man, this has been a good show. This has been a really good show. Shout out to Merv Hammond. I gotta get Broken Vessel. For the last 2 days, he's been trying to be the last comment, and it always comes in right after we end the show. So there he is right there. He says, look at that, all that stuff that his sister has. She passed the sickle cell trait to her daughter. Oh, wow. Rob redeemed as a cancer survivor. He's the one that's on that show. It'll be all right. It'll be okay. And that's the inspiration behind I'll Be Okay. Listen at that, y'all. Maybe that's a good way to close the show out today. maybe since he's been trying to be the last comment, we'll make him the last song and close it out that way. But y'all go ahead and yes, definitely call her name out in prayer. We'll call you out in prayer. We'll call each other out in prayer. The mamas of the show have spoken. Mama Ride Out, Mama Cohen, they always gotta, tell us that we had a good show. If they don't tell us we had a good show, we don't think we had a good show. We, be self-conscious. We be like, oh, yeah, tell us we did good. Today's show was very informative on that dreadful disease, sickle cell. Thank you, Ms. Locke, for sharing your journey and experience to help educate others. May God continue to bless both of us, and we'll receive that. And then Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen said, thank you both for sharing. I'll support you both in prayer and in other ways that may be of assistance to you both. You look so beautiful, Mrs. Locke. I am truly blessed. Thank you for that. Yes, and absolutely. They said your makeup is flawless. Great informative show today. She know what, Mama, she do got a little bit on today though. She do got her makeup on today. Not much though. She don't really wear much. She don't really need it too much. My wife is she looking good. I touched some. They're good. Auntie says great show today. Listen, we appreciate y'all. We do. We're gonna get on out of here and close the show down. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play that video. That's how we'll close the show today. We'll close the show today with the music video. I'll be all right. I'll be okay, because I think that really does kind of help speak to this. And this is dedicated to my wife. This is dedicated to you, Miss Brenda Rose. This is dedicated to your sister, Broken Vessel. This is dedicated to everybody who has dealt with any kind of chronic illness. It's okay to tell your story. And I tell y'all what, man, y'all can literally, like, y'all can did that change on me? It did change on me. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay. I'm learning how to do stuff. This is dedicated. Oh, you really are gorgeous. This last song by Broken Vessel Music. We'll dedicate this to everyone who's had to deal with stuff, and whatever you're going through. Just know that the Lockstar family, you got support over here. Yes. We love all of y'all. Thank y'all. This has been a long episode, but I wanted to just kind of stretch it out a little bit.
It was good though, right?
So, yeah, it was good. It was good. So I love you, babe, and I love all you Lockstars, and I appreciate y'all.
Love the Lockstars.
Yeah. So we will just play the song right here and let that close the show out. We love y'all. God bless y'all. This will close the show out. And this is dedicated to everybody with something, so feel free to share this song with them now that you know what it's dedicated to. You'll be okay. We all right, y'all. We all right. We all right.
Child of the King, and his love is supreme.
Yeah, this is my jam. He did such a good job on this song. Amazing. Oh, love the mic on.
How you feeling with pride when you choose to walk in his side and under his care you want to reside? I know. Sometimes this life will go after your smile. Try to pull that away from you. Oh, but don't allow the pressure to make you forget who you are. Beloved, be encouraged. Beloved, we got a promise from heaven, so we're alright, we're okay, we're alright, we're okay. There is nothing that can keep us from the life that we have in Jesus, so we're alright, we're okay, we're alright, we'll be okay, be encouraged.
You alright?
You okay?
And my lupus is acting up. So I'll be alright. I'll be okay.
I'm standing on your promises, you haven't failed me yet. You're not a man that you should lie, so I never fret. I'm so encouraged, you gave me courage, you comfort me. With the still small voice, you said you never leave. From that moment on, I knew everything was okay. Cause you conquered everything, even death in the grave. Now who am I that you should love me and have in my praise? When it comes to your ways, Lord, I'm so amazed. You remain the same, yet daily you're brand new. When I think about it, nothing compares to you. Now gold, diamonds, and pearls, Lord, I adore you. The Prince of Peace, remove the thief from this temple. You're the Lord and King of Kings upon the throne. I give you glory, and glory is God, and God all alone. Your love is unconditional. I gotta let the world know nothing can separate us, no matter where I go.
Encouraged, beloved, we got a promise from heaven, so we're alright, we're okay, we're alright, we're okay. There is nothing that can keep us from the life that we have in Jesus, so we're alright, we're okay, we're alright, we'll be okay. Be encouraged, beloved, we got a promise from heaven, so we're alright, we're okay, we're alright, we're okay. There is nothing that can keep us from the life that we have in Jesus, so we're alright, we're okay, we're alright, we'll be okay. But there are times when I forget this and I give in to pressure and I make mistakes. Tell me, what should I do? Sometimes it's a relapse. If you relapse, gotta retrack. If you retrack, it'll lead back to the king that'll bring peace back. With your peace back, you can think right. When you think right, you can see light. With the right sight, then your life's tight. Your Christ walk will be alright. Alright. Be encouraged, beloved. We got a promise from heaven, so we're alright. We're okay. We're alright. We're okay. There is nothing that can keep us from the life that we have in Jesus. So we're alright. We're okay. We're alright. We will be okay. Be encouraged, beloved. We got a promise from heaven, so I'm alright. We're okay. We're alright. We're okay. There is nothing that can keep us from the life that we have in Jesus. So we're alright. We're okay. We're alright. We will be okay. Be encouraged, beloved. We got a promise from heaven, so we're alright. We're okay. We're alright. That can keep me from there is nothing that can keep us from the life that we have in Jesus.